Hello, hello. Sorry about that. Trying to fix my goal thing. Welcome, welcome, guys. Thank you guys for all being here. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nisi. Hi, Easy Mike. I am so glad to see all my friends here. Just in time for the Diava Smackdown song. Let's get it going. Here we go. Here we go. She signs on every day waiting for MAGA to enter the door. Whether this and that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, "Oh, look, see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens." So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Hey Jude, for my theme song. Available on Spotify, called Diava Smackdown. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button and come on up. I am looking to talk to Trump supporters and Trump supporters only for the next 2 hours. So if you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you on this April Fool's Day, talking about this April Fool. This goddamn fool sitting in the White House. I mean, that poor guy, Kilmer Garcia, Maryland resident, here on a protected legal status, was accidentally sent to El Salvador as a prisoner. And now the Trump administration is saying they can't get him back because he's under Salvadorian rule now. So they sent a guy there on an administrative mistake. You know how they could have? Do you know how they could have? Do you know how they could have avoided an administrative mistake? How could they have avoided an administrative mistake? Huh? I know. Fucking due process. You know that pesky little thing called due process? That's like in the Constitution? Yeah. That would have avoided it because the government would have had to show them their proof that he was part of this, that he was part of a gang and all this stuff.
that would be called due process. And then an administrative mistake wouldn't have happened, right? And not only that, he was here on a legal protected status, even a step above just a regular green card or immigrant or asylum seeker. And yeah. So you've got this man. Okay, if you're a Trump supporter that's just chirping in the comment sections, you're going to be muted unless you come up and talk to me. You are not supposed to be in the comment section. That's for Kamala supporters because they're not allowed in the box right now. Only you are. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you need to be hitting the guest request button to come up. So had you had a competent president and had a competent administration that didn't violate people's constitutional rights, an administrative mistake of this magnitude never would have happened because they would have had to go to court. They would have something called due process. A due process. Nobody's coming up. That's me. That's my background. Except for it didn't connect for some reason. I got a request again. Yep, Cory Booker going on 21 hours on the Senate floor for the filibuster. Go, Cory. We've been asking for somebody to step up and do this, and now we've got it. I think it's fabulous. I think it's fabulous. We've been asking for somebody to step up and speak up for the people. That's what he's doing. We have bitching and whine. We have been bitching and whining for someone to stand up and speak for the people, and he is. If you voted for Donald Trump, you are not supposed to be in the guest. You're supposed to be in the guest request box, not in the comment section. I don't know why my backup account's just not loading. Is it? Can you guys see my backup account? I don't know what's going on. Anywho, I can see it, I guess. Hi, William. Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
43 and from Mississippi.
All right. So what about this colossal fuck up today? Or not today. They already did it, but they have finally admitted it today.
They admitted that is it about deportation?
Do you not know about the story that's on the screen behind you? Like,
that's kind of small on my phone.
Okay, I can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened was is a gentleman named Kilmer Garcia. He lived in Maryland with his U.S. born citizen wife. He was here on a legal protected status. He was a legal immigrant, but he also had a special protection on him from being able to be deported. And so they rounded him up. He was going to pick up his 5-year-old from school, and they picked him up. ICE picked him up and sent him to El Salvador, saying that he was part of a gang. And they came out today and admitted that it was a quote unquote administrative error, that they sent him to El Salvador and that they can't get him back because he's under the El Salvadorian control. So they're telling him and his family they can't bring him back because he's under their control now. They have no way of getting him back. So what the fuck?
I liken the things that are going on with the deportation to this.
I'm asking you specifically about what I'm just talking about.
I'm going to answer. I think what's happening is like when the police rush a club and check for IDs, those who are underage are going to go. Those who don't have
That's not what this is not. No. This is absolute. Nope. I'm not letting you spread that foolishness. This is not a matter of someone that has an ID or a fake ID or no ID. Get the fuck out of here.
It's an analogy.
No, it's not. It's not even remotely close. It's like apples and oranges. Absolutely not. This man was driving to pick up his 5-year-old kid from school, and ICE picked him up. And this could have been avoided if he had fucking due process. That's the problem with this administration, is they're picking up people, not providing a shred of evidence that they've committed a crime, that they have been a part of a gang. The government has offered zero proof that any of these people, they just shipped them off to El Salvador with no due process at all. There wouldn't have been an administrative mistake had it gone in front of a judge and the government proved that he was part of this gang. That means they could do it to you, they could do it to me, they could do it to anybody. So your analogy is dumb, and I'm not going to allow it because it's absolutely asinine.
Well, I got another one.
I don't care about your analogies. I don't care about your analogies. You know it's wrong. You're intellectually dishonest. You're intellectually dishonest with yourself because you know that this is wrong and you're trying to spin it because you voted for him and you know it's wrong. It's like the Gestapo. When you kidnap people off the street with no due process and throw them in jail or throw them to another country, that is 1930s Germany shit.
Do you think there's such a thing as mistaken identity?
That's not what this was.
Why wasn't it?
That's not what it was.
Why wasn't it?
It wasn't. That's not what they claim. That's not what this administration even claims. No. That's not it. That's not what they said. No. You didn't even know about the story. Now you're sitting here trying to say, well, maybe it was a case of mistaken identity. Why are you so fucking hateful?
It seems like you're the one that's fucking hateful.
I'm not fucking hateful. I just hate people like you who don't give a shit about other human beings. We have rules and we have laws in this country for a reason, to protect people. And they wouldn't have had a case of mistaken identity if they had due process.
He still would have had to go before a judge. God knows.
He's never been before a judge. He's never been before a judge. He's never been before a judge. They picked him off the street and put him on a plane to El Salvador. That's the problem, is he didn't get to go to court. He didn't get to go to court. That's the problem.
They felt somehow.
I don't care how they felt. I don't care how they felt. I don't care about feelings. I don't care how they felt. Fuck their feelings. I don't care how they felt. We have laws in this country, sir, and we have a constitution in this country, sir, and they're violating it, and they're violating people's rights. I don't give a shit what you talk about your wife. We're not here for feels. We have laws, and we have a constitution that protects us from this bullshit. So instead of trying to come up here and hem and haw and twist yourself into a goddamn pretzel trying to figure out how to justify this because you voted for him, how about you just say it's fucked up, man?
I'm a problem solver. That's why.
No, I don't give a shit. No, you're not in the government. You're not in the government. No. I know. Nope. I said no. That means you don't have consent. I know Trump supporters don't care about consent, but I said no. We're not here to be problem fixers. We're not in the government. Trump isn't listening to anybody anyway. They're doing it all on their own. So you can't come up here and solve a problem that they're not even acknowledging as a problem and that you're not even acknowledging as a problem.
How long did it take before they sent him back? I wonder. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, did he have a week, or was he the next day they shipped him out? I mean,
they were gone the next day. They never even went in front of a judge. They literally picked him up and shipped him out to El Salvador the next day. The dude's not even from El Salvador.
Wow, the next day is terrible. Because I'm sure he was saying, man, I'm a citizen.
He's gone. It doesn't matter what he says.
I'm a citizen. I got proof.
And guess what? He got no day in court. That's the whole fucking problem, William. You literally just walked head first into the problem. He didn't get a court date. He didn't get to go in front of a judge. The government never had to provide a shred of evidence that he was one of those. ICE doesn't care. ICE is like the goddamn Gestapo, just like they went and took that woman student from Tufts University in Massachusetts when she was walking into her apartment complex. 5 plainclothes people came up to her and arrested her and took her off and hauled her off. They're like kidnapping people off the street. Since when have we become 1930s Germany, friend? At some point, you got to admit this is fucked up.
If it went like you said.
It is. It's exactly like I said. Go read. This is a huge news story. Every single news outlet out there has the exact story. They're all saying it. And they all came out last night. The administration came out and said it was an administrative error.
Have you ever been to Europe?
Yes, I have.
If you're in Europe without your passport.
I don't give a fuck. This is not Europe. He was here. No. He was here legally. Shut it. He was here legally. He was not here illegally. 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 He was here legally.
So driving. He had a legal ID?
Yes, he was driving to pick up his daughter from school.
And he had a driver's license. I mean, I think something as simple as that would solve that problem.
You're an idiot.
I'm not.
No, you're just an idiot. I'm done with you. Get the fuck off my page. Don't ever come back. I don't ever want to see your face again. You're inhumane and disgusting. The fuck? They're so disgusting. So disgusting. They're so brainwashed. They are so brainwashed. Well, did he have a license? Oh yeah, that's a way to get stuck into a camp for gang members in El Salvador. Sure. They just don't give a shit that these are human beings. It is so disgusting. Fucking foul. Disgusting. If you guys want to help support my live, Cash App, Venmo in my bio. I'll put it up on the screen here on my sticker. Y'all, I'm dealing with some shit today. Y'all throw me some love. Throw me some support here today, guys. I'm on the struggle bus because these people are sick. Sick in the fucking head. Sick, sick, sick. Absolutely filthy, rotten sick. Just foul. I'm gonna need some love today, y'all. Fuck, man.
Hello.
Hi, you voted for Trump?
I did.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I voted in Chicago and I'm 44.
Chicago's not a state, but okay.
Well, clearly everybody knows where Chicago is. People say Chicago all the time. Being a little bit more accurate, that's all. So anyway, what you were saying about that gentleman, that is a very sad, unfortunate thing. And I don't want to see that happening to anybody.
It's not the first one. He's not the last one.
And yeah, but Lincoln Riley, she did get her due process, didn't she? Did Justin and Gary? Did they get their due process? How about Rachel Moran? Did they get their due process?
Do you know who Molly Tibbetts is?
Yeah.
You know what? You're just as gross as the rest of them. Probably even worse because you're a woman. Get the hell out of here, you filth. You're so disgusting. There's a special place in hell for these motherfuckers. I hope it's extra hot. And they literally burn for eternity. I don't even believe in that shit, but I'm gonna. If it exists, I hope that's what. I hope that's it's built. There's a special place just for them. Justin, thank you for the $2. Fingers crossed we flip these seats today. I know these single-digit IQ inbreds will be shaking in their boots if we win. I know. Candace, thank you for the $5. Is that not the same thing people say about Black people who face police brutality? Why didn't they just comply? Jesus, sick people. Cheers to you. Thank you, Candace. Yes, exactly. Lisa, thank you for the $5 Venmo. Oh, Latina with 2313. People are sick. $5 challenge. Okay, thank you. Lisa is challenging everybody to send $5 to my Cash App or Venmo. $5 challenge for Cash App or Venmo. And Dana, thank you for the $2 for a $2 challenge. So you have a $2 challenge and a $5 challenge. If you want to help support my live, send $2 or $5 to my Cash App or Venmo. They're both spelled the same way. Has my same little logo, so you know it's me. I just got banned on TikTok. I just submitted appeal. Let's see what happens.
Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin just dropped
Oops, sorry. Yep, I got a ban. I blocked her before she could. I block them before I drop them, so they can't report me. Yep, I got a ban. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button on YouTube and whatever you do on Twitch. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed over here on YouTube. Yeah, hi, Corey. Colobolo. God, they are sick, aren't they? I know. I'm waiting to see back if I have a. I'll go up on my backup. It's only a 1 day. It's only till tomorrow. Oh, it was definitely somebody from the chat, but there was a lot of Trump supporters in there because I heard them all. They were all yapping. But you know what? I'll take the 1 day ban. I said what I said. I said what I said. And I don't feel bad for it. There's some sick motherfuckers. Exactly. Starlight Ember. That's what I'm saying. It's worth it. Hello. Hey, Cola Bolo. My appeal wasn't approved. Okay, I'll go up on my backup. I'm going to go up on my 2.0. Yeah, I'm going to go back on my Diavatalks 2.0 account. I got a 1 day, I got a 24-hour ban, so. I'll have my agency work on it to get it back around, but. All right, I'll go back up on my 2.0. Bullying and harassing. I got a 24-hour ban. So I'll go up on my Diavatalks 2.0 account and go up that way. Yep. I didn't bully anybody. It's just, you know how they are. They go around to all the.
Was asking the same question
They go around to the left lives and just mass report us to get us taken down. I'm going up on my 2.0 right now. Tis frustrating. So I'm going to go up on my backup account right now. I just hit the live button. You guys should get notified any minute now. I'll put my 3.0 account up as my background. Just in case. I am on my 2.0 backup account. I got a 24-hour timeout. For what? Who knows? Who knows? They are definitely in their fifis. All right. We are up on Diavatalks 2.0. Hi, everybody. All of you people on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys are all liking and subscribing on both apps. Because if TikTok does go away this Saturday, I will be on YouTube. I got a 24-hour timeout. Shocker, I know. Oh, we have an original one here. MJ Meat Writer Association. You funny. Let me see. Let me pin it. I have to pin it. Before I bring up my backup account, I'm going to pin it. Here we go. Everybody have a good laugh. Why did you say he's getting rid of all income taxes? Good Lord, you people will believe fucking anything, won't you?
Well, he is.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Can you have a civil conversation?
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm old enough to hit the gym. When's the last time you've been?
I'll just move on. I'll just move on. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to have a real conversation. I'm not going to entertain foolishness. So.
You don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't want to talk to you. There's a difference. Bye, bitch. They're so delusional. So delusional. I'm an alpha male. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh my God. I'm an alpha male. I'm going to go to the gym. For some reason, AZ Mike is not letting me. When's the last time you've been to the gym? Fuck. If you see my ass running, you better run too, because something is chasing me. That's when you're going to see me running. That's probably the only time. If you have to just comment on someone's appearance, give me a break. I'm on my 2.0 account till tomorrow. Oh God, I didn't even realize who I brought up. You know I don't like you.
I don't know what that means.
I don't like you. Did I mince my words?
It just seems like I just eat up here. You know what I mean? It's like I win every time.
Dude, you think you eat? You come up here and you think you ate and you leave with a full plate every time.
Okay.
I know he's terrible. I'll entertain him for a moment because there's any other stupid MAGAs in here. So, real quick, before I got rudely cut off from last time and got my time out, uh, real quick, I need to say some thank yous. I hope all these people are back. Stephanie, or tell me what's good. You got this, sis. Thank you, Stephanie, for the $15. Tara, thank you for the $20. I am seething right now. You're amazing, my friend. I don't know how you do it day after day. I love you so much. I love you too, and it's hard. Anthony, thank you for the $10. A challenge for any amount because you're taking out the rubbish. That one dude would have squealed on Harriet Tubman. Oh, you're not wrong. That's what I say about MAGA. They would tell where Anne Frank was hiding. Brandy, thank you for the $10. I hope they burn with a chronic yeast infection. And Patty, thank you for the $15. MAGA women are the worst. I know. Okay. Thank you guys for all your support. That was really funny. Anywho, what did you come up here to say?
Yeah, this April Fool's. Look, you got fooled.
Yeah.
The man is a human trafficker, MS-13.
Nope. Nope. And nope. Prove it.
Oh.
Prove it. Prove it. The White House came out last night and said they made an administrative mistake. And then JD Vance and the stupid press secretary comes out and is like, but we have evidence that he was part of MS-13, not TDA, and that he was this and he had parking tickets. Oh my God, parking fucking tickets. You're so full of it. The government hasn't produced a single shred of evidence for any of these people that have been deported. Not one.
Why do I keep getting muted? I didn't even say anything.
My mods are doing it. Probably they irritated with your voice.
Sexism from the mods.
Sexism? What is wrong with you?
No.
You know I have male mods.
Or the homophobia, whichever one it is. I know.
Well, that's you. That's y'all. That's not us.
Secure mods don't want to hear opposition. But yeah.
Oh my God! Please, this is why you're so loathsome.
Human traffickers.
And where's the evidence? Where's the evidence?
That's just what the White
Where is the evidence?
Homeland Security.
Where is the evidence? Just because nope, it requires evidence. Evidence. Not them saying, not them running their mouth because they lie every single time they open their mouth. Them saying it means jack shit. So where is the proof?
Yeah, in a court of law.
They didn't get due process. That's the problem. That's literally the problem, is that they didn't go in front of a court. The government never gave any evidence that any one of the people that were shipped out to El Salvador had anything at all. But if you want to talk about traffickers and stuff like that, that would be Andrew Tate and his brother that Donald Trump got released from Romania and brought to Florida and brought actual traffickers back into our country. But yet, you guys are saying these people are traffickers with zero evidence.
You know those two people are American citizens, right?
I don't give a fuck. They're disgusting, filthy, rotten sex traffickers, and I don't care. And they abuse women. And they abuse women. And they were not. They were not. Nope. You're not spreading your bullshit up here. You are not.
In Romania,
you are not.
They were trying.
You are not. Okay. It's time to do my normal thing. The only reason why you found me is because I'm on my backup and I hadn't blocked you yet. But there you go. Bye, bitch. I hate that guy so much. I absolutely hate that man. Absolutely filthy. Brandy, yes, I got yours. I said hi to you, or I said thank you a minute ago, but I think maybe you just joined in. Cheryl, thank you for the $5 for standing against MAGAs for what's right. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are all following my 3.0 account that's at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you're following my 3.0 account at the bottom of the screen for obvious reasons. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am not looking for friendlies right now. I'm only taking Trump supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Jeanette. There's so many questions. I can't keep up. I'm actually simulcasting on YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time right now. You can find the links in the link tree in my bio. Oh, it's not in this bio. It's on my main account. Shit. Let me check Jeanette on my Cash App because I said something. Because a bunch came in after I got my little timeout. Daniel, thank you for the $5. Get them. You have all my respect. Thank you so much, Daniel. Cheryl, Patty, Brandy, Jeanette. Oh, there it is. Jeanette, thank you for the $7. My favorite, or for my last for the best. Much love to you. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I really appreciate you. That was very kind of you. You guys, I'm very, very happy. And I appreciate SP. Thank you for the $2 for the $2 challenge. Dana, thank you for the $2 challenge. Mermaid, thank you for the $5 for therapy funds. Because that was insufferable, right? None of my Cash Apps came in. I had to go back and find them. I got a 24-hour timeout, so I'm on my background. I'm on my 2.0. Brandy, thank you for the $10. Patty, 15. Cheryl, 5. Daniel, 5. Thank you guys, everybody, for supporting me. I couldn't do this every single day without you. I just appreciate you guys so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Judy, thank you for the $5 on Venmo for being fierce. Love you. Oh, Brown Eye Girl, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys' support. I couldn't do this every day without you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request coming up. Where's all these courageous alpha men that are trying to, like, you know, come up and like scold me? Teach this woman. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Exactly. That's why I didn't even respond to Marky Marks. I'm like, nobody gives a shit. I don't know if it's like a flex thing. Nobody cares. Gen X, thank you. Gen X Proud, thank you for the $5 for a $5 challenge. So Gen X Proud is challenging everybody that's on the live right now to send $5 to my Cash App or Venmo. I'll go ahead and stick it up on the screen for you to make it easy. But it's just my name, Diavatalks. Both are just spelled exactly like my name. And also, oops, let me not cover up. There we go. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you want to take part of the $5 challenge, I'd appreciate your support. Just send $5 to Diavatalks. Has my same logo, so you know it's me when you see it. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. I mean, we all know this fool. This administration's a bunch of fools. I will commend Cory Booker. Going on almost 22 hours. Do you know he has had no bathroom break? He's had 2 cups of water. He spread it out over that time so he wouldn't have to go to the bathroom because he can't leave the floor. This is what we asked for. This is what we asked for. We asked for someone to stand up for the people. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. No, no one else can tap in. He has to stay. The record right now is 24 hours and 18 minutes, which was Strom Thurmond when he was opposing the civil rights legislation. Okay. So if he stays on till 7 p.m., he will beat that record. And for a much better reason, that's for sure. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you voted for Harris, just keep on throwing those likes up. We haven't even got to 50K yet. There's almost 600 people in here. Y'all get those fingers flying. Fingers flying. But we wanted Someone to stand up and speak for the people. And he stood up. So I say replace Chuck Schumer with Cory Booker. Give that man his seat. Jennifer, thank you for the $5 on Venmo for the $5 challenge. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I feel the love today, guys. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request button and come on up. All right. Hello, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Thanks for being here, guys. I don't know if I'm going to have to do a restart, but there's no Trump supporters that are coming up that want to talk. They always have so much to say. I thought this was a good background for April Fools today. He is filibustering. Do you know why? It's not a fundraising stunt. Do you know what he's filibustering? As long as he's on the floor, they can conduct no business. Nothing can get done. And he's speaking for the people, which we've asked them to do. They can't do, the Senate can do absolutely nothing. Nothing while this is going on. So why you don't think he's doing anything? He is. And he's standing up for the American people. He's talking about the corruption. He's talking about people on Medicaid. He was reading letters from his constituents on like them losing their jobs and Medicaid and all this kind of stuff. So this is what needs to happen. Diva, did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. W's. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I'm only looking to talk to Trump supporters right now. I take friendlies at 6 p.m. Eastern. And yes, if you're in Florida, you still have time to vote in Districts 1 and District 6. Polls are stay open till 7 p.m. Yet offers no solution. What? Okay, Vino. Yet offers no solution to our debt crisis. Booker's all performative. We don't have a majority, you fucknut. Democrats can't do anything. We have zero power. The Republicans have the majority in Senate, House, and in the presidency, and mostly the Supreme Court. What are you telling us to fix the debt crisis? We're not in charge. Hey, Josh. We're not in charge. We can't fix the debt. How about you stop voting for Republicans that do nothing but add to the debt? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, what are the Democrats? He's not doing anything because he's not doing anything to solve our debt crisis. The fuck? He's not solving the problem. The fuck is he supposed to do? Vino, did you vote for Trump?
I sure did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 54 from Florida.
Always fucking Florida, man. I'm surrounded by idiots. So what did you make that dumb comment for? Huh? Why didn't you say that why did you say that what Cory Booker is doing is performative? Because why isn't he offering a solution on the debt crisis? Do Democrats have the House, the Senate, the presidency, or anything right now? How is he supposed to be up there solving the debt crisis when we have no majority in any chamber? Do you not know how government works? Do you not know how government works?
I sure do.
Well, clearly you
Let me
don't.
respond to your nonsense?
Maybe.
Can I respond?
Maybe.
The guy's sitting there filibustering over absolutely nothing. Instead of talking about letters, fictitious letters that his so-called constituents are sending.
Okay, you're too far. No, you're too far gone, dude. You've swim down the rabbit hole, hooked up an IV, and are just mainlining the Kool-Aid at this point. I mean, come on, dude. Get real. These made up constituents that are losing their jobs, losing their Medicaid, losing their food assistance are just fictitious people. You live in opposite. You don't live in reality, dude. How do I have a conversation with someone who doesn't live in the same reality as the rest of us?
No, you're wrong. I do. I live in a reality. I live in a reality that you have to manage your bank. And if you don't have the money...
Then why did Donald Trump just add $4.5 trillion more to it in the first 2 months?
No, he did not.
What is the bill? What is the continuing resolution? How much is it? How much is it? How much? No. It's a number. It doesn't require a monologue. It requires a number. What was the number? How much did the continuing resolution cost?
Ma'am, you're very...
No. It requires a number. I don't allow pivoting. I asked you how much the continuing resolution costs. That's a number.
You don't allow pivoting.
Nope. It requires a number. Say the number, and then you can say your whatever you're going to say after that, but it requires a number. How much was the continuing resolution? How much was it? For how much money? If you don't know, you can just say you don't know. But it has to be a number.
The problem is you keep...
Nope. Because you're not saying a number. If you said a number when you came off mute, I'd let you speak. But you're saying anything but a number. I don't let people pivot, and I don't let you just not answer the question. What's the number? How much?
I'd really like to have a discussion.
I'd really like you to answer the fucking question. How much was in the budget for the continuing resolution to give tax breaks to the millionaires and the corporations? How much? It's a number.
0. Did Rich have gotten...
Wrong. This is why I said you don't live in reality with the rest of us. It was $4.5 trillion. $4.5 trillion, which is why you're never going to get no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, or any of those other things, because he's already hit the debt ceiling with the continuing resolution. And the Republicans already said they're not raising the debt ceiling again for him. So he's already hit the debt ceiling and added $4.5 trillion more into our national debt. Congratulations. In the first 2 months, added $4.5 trillion to our national debt. Thank you. And the debt ceiling is already hit. So there can never be no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Just like the one guy said earlier, he's going to end all income tax. Then where's the revenue going to come from, man? Like, this is ridiculous. The things that you guys believe is just, if it sounds absurd, probably do a little bit more research and realize how fucking dumb it sounds and that you're just wrong. Like, if that's so absurd. And if you don't know the debt ceiling was 4.5 and you don't know the continuing resolution was worth 4.5 million, he's already hit the debt ceiling. He can't do anything else.
But yet you failed to mention that was the same bill that Chuck Schumer offered up.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
Same bill.
You are just a liar. No.
Same bill.
No. Can you believe this? He's literally sitting here saying that this is the same bill that Chuck Schumer... Dude, The Democrats would never put anything up like that cuts Medicaid and food assistance. You go show me where Chuck Schumer put that up. Go. I'll wait. Go. You have Google in your hand. Go look and come back and prove me wrong. You are delusional as motherfucking hell. This is insane.
What's insane is the fact.
No, I said get me a source. Go get me a source proving that Chuck Schumer put this exact same thing forward last time. Go.
Ma'am.
No. You don't know. You haven't figured out by now that I will hold your feet to the fire. You can't just say something and pivot and say something as if it was a fact without having something to back it up. You will not. Provide me a source that Chuck Schumer put up this exact same bill.
How am I to provide you?
A source. You have Google in your hand. You have a whole ass computer in your hand. Go to Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo or whatever you like to use and go find me. It's a source. Go tell me www. Or the name of the news organization that reported on the story that Chuck Schumer put up this exact same bill. Same one. You act like it costs money.
You're crashing out.
No, I am holding your feet to the fire because you made a false claim. Nope, you made a false claim. You have to go find me a source to prove your point. You claimed it as you claimed it as fact. You claimed it as fact. So you have to provide a source. And you're not quizzing me on the 3 branches of government. I do that to Trump supporters because they never know anything. Like literally anything.
You're crashing out.
No, I'm holding your feet to the fire. That's very different. You're crashing out because you're getting angry. You're getting very emotional.
Not at all. You are.
I need you to provide. No. I need you to provide a source. We shall not be moving on until you provide me a source on where this, what the bill number was, what the House resolution was. Tell me what was that Chuck Schumer put forth in the Senate. Go ahead. This is same bill.
Sadly, you're mistaken.
No, sadly, that's not a source. So you're going to get muted again. You got to provide a source. You guys act like it costs $1,000 a search on Google when it's actually fucking free. You made the claim. You got to back it up with a source. So go ahead. Cory Booker's looking mighty tired. Poor guy. Do you have a source? Do you have a source? Oh. I don't need applause or an Academy Award. You can just don't applause, just throw money. I have a Cash App Venmo over here. Just, you know.
Oh, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked you have Venmo, you have all that.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
This is your hustle.
Oh, no, this is my job. That's not a hustle, baby. This is my J-O-B. This is my J-O-B.
Step away from prostitution.
If you're offering, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I need a source for that Chuck Schumer bill that is the same as this one.
Don't flatter yourself.
Source?
www.
Yeah. You're about to say something really nasty because you just called me. You told me I was a prostitute a minute ago. So you're crashing out because you're mad at me because I'm holding your feet to the fire to provide a source. If you're going to make a claim like that, you have to have backup. You can't just say it as if it's factual.
I said you're one step away.
You're in your feels, aren't you? This is legal, by the way. You know, people just donating to me because I provide education and entertainment to them every day. they appreciate my research and the hard work that I do, that's not illegal activity. I'm providing education and entertainment, like a teacher and an actor.
Is it to feed your cats? Is it?
Oh, the misogyny. Oh, the misogyny. Oh, you must be a lonely cat lady. Oh my God. Can you give me the source that Chuck Schumer put up the same continuing resolution?
You won't give me the opportunity.
No, I need you to provide me the
You
source.
cut me off.
Because you're just insulting me. You're not giving me a source.
Ma'am, it was reported several times. Nah. Just like you're telling
No. TrustMeBro.com is not a source. TrustMeBro.com is not a source. TrustMeBro.com is not a source. You have to provide me with
You are whacked out. You're crashing.
No, I'm asking you to provide me a source that Chuck Schumer put up an exact same bill, the continuing resolution that you said that the Republicans and Trump just put up. You said Chuck Schumer put the exact same one up before, and I'm asking you to give me proof. Tell me where to find the article or the bill or anything else that proves your point. Because just believing you is trustmebro.com is not a source. I'm not trusting you.
Fox?
No, you got to provide a source. No. Fox News is an entertainment television, okay? And Fox News is not a source. I'm talking about a government document, the bill number, the whatever, because they're filed in Congress, sir. When you take something to the floor of Congress, it has a number attached to it, okay? So I don't need Fox News, CNN, OAN, don't need MSNBC, like no news sources. When you take a bill to the floor, it has a number. So I need you to provide me the continuing resolution number, the bill number, whatever it is that you said he put forth that is exactly like the one that they just put through.
No, I was going to say Fox News.
Okay, I just told you exactly what I'm looking for. If it went to the House floor or the Senate floor, it has a number. It has a number.
Diva.
No. We don't pivot.
Your ex-husband was.
We don't pivot.
Seriously, can I get a word in edgewise?
No, because if you're talking about me personally, that's off limits. I'm asking you for a bill number, and you're talking about my ex-husband.
My word, I will not.
I don't believe your word because you've lied to me consistently since you've been up here, and you've provided no source other than trustmebro.com.
No, I have not. And I'm just trying.
Source, please. While we're waiting for Vino to find the source, if you guys want to help support my live, I do have my Cash App Venmo right here on the yellow banner. I got my live gift goal. If you want to help support me and my one step to next to hooking myself, apparently, according to this guest. So I don't have to choose that line of work, I guess. I don't know. It's strange, but sure.
I said away. You're one step.
No. Being on TikTok, educating people about our policies and things that are happening in the country is not anywhere close.
This is edgy.
What's the source? Source? Told you he was going to crash out. Boom, bang! Boom! Boom! In other words, I got nothing. Bridget, thank you for the $2. This guest is boring AF. $2 challenge to drop him. She's saying everybody send $2. James, thank you for the 20. James, thank you for the $20 Venmo. I give you full access to remove Vino. Stupidity can be fixed. Let Vino. I can't fix stupid poster child go. He can't Google it. LOL. Love you, amiga. I love you back, James. Thank you. Can you imagine the delusion you have to live in to think that Chuck Schumer put up an exact same bill that's the same as the continuing resolution that they just put, that Trump and them just put through? He's like, Chuck Schumer did one just like it. Oh my God, the delusion. The utter delusion. Fuck. Fox News said. Oh, you can't make this up, folks. Oh my God, it's painful. It's so painful. Hi, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. So happy to see you guys over here. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Thank you, Carla. Just Google it. Just Google. Like, Google. Like, for real, just Google. I did see your therapy, mermaid. I said thank you. Maybe you weren't here. Thank you so much. Yes. This is my 2.0. This is my backup account. I got a 24-hour timeout on my main account today. I did. I have, yeah, I don't blame you, mermaid. Yeah, no problem. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Me, I would never cause trouble. The gifter sent Vino coins and error. It was for me. Oh. He's like, Chuck Schumer put up an exact same bill. I'm like, gutting Medicaid and food assistance programs. I'm like, no. Oh my God, these people are delulu. I mean, they are delulu. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. We are living in opposite world, opposite land, opposite day, opposite month, opposite year. They're on a completely different plane of reality. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Like the delusion is just incredible, and not in a good way. It's just, my God. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Let's go. I don't know. I've heard Trump said he's going to file an extension, but he hasn't granted anything yet in writing. So I don't know. I really hope my fellow Floridians come through in Districts 1 and District 6. We should have results around, the polls close at 7, and then numbers will be coming in. Do you have a network? I sent Cash App, said I was. Okay. Oh, no Cash App came through. I'm so sorry. Let me go and look. I don't know why sometimes they come through and sometimes they don't. You know, the notification, I mean. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the dollar. I got you. Thank you. It says got muted. I got you. I agree. April 1st should be MAGA Day, where everything is a joke, like this administration. Oh my God. Do I have one of my mods that wants to come up here and do a announcement so I can run to the restroom? Because I've got to go potty. Ah, Izzy, thank you. Thank you. I have to go to the bathroom so bad, but I was like, I don't want to leave it with just like dead air, nobody up here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll run real quick.
It's your favorite trans girl, Isabella. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to be tapping the screen or pat. Let's get those numbers up. I see that we are currently at 108,000. Let's try to get that up to at least 120 while she's gone, because I believe in y'all. We can do this. Secondly, if y'all can, Cash App Venmo is Diavatalks. Go ahead, send that through. We love to see it. We love to support our girl. Hold on one second. I'm opening the door for my dog so they can go outside, so it's not get a little noisy. Oops, there we go. Okay, perfect. So, let's go, everyone. I see we're at 114. Let's go. 115. Whoa, y'all are knocking it out. Let's see how fast we can get there. Ooh, 160. Okay. Maybe 120 was a little low for y'all. Let's aim for 130 because y'all are knocking this goal out. Come on.
Okay. Whew. Ran as fast as I could.
We got to 120. Yes. Okay.
Oh, you guys are smashed it really good. Thank you. You're so nice. I love you. Oh, let me check Venmos. Okay, everybody said okay. I don't know why I don't know why my my notifications that tell me something came through isn't coming up.
Maybe because you're getting so many.
I don't know. It's just weird. Sometimes
I have more than 2 or 3 Venmos coming at one time. It just notifies me about one.
I don't see any new ones. I have James, Bridget, Jennifer, Judy, Anthony, Tara, Stephanie, Lisa, Candace, and Justin. Oh, Life, thank you for subscribing. Oh, one just came in. Monica, thank you for the $20 for putting up with crap I could not. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. It just came in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys' support. I really, honestly, I do. It means the world to me, guys. This president doesn't honor his oath to protect the Constitution. He's gonna just wants to break it. Oh, we're in a subwave.
Like
Life on Purpose and Chef.
We have to make it out of this. When we make it out, let's all have a celebration and piss some shit on his grave because I hate him.
Girl. There's going to be the largest collective celebration around the world. When
the most frequently used gender neutral bathroom.
I'm just gonna say this because I gotta say it carefully. The world collectively will party hardy when we read one obituary. That's all I'm gonna say.
I keep seeing like TikTok videos of like at the end
when it happens.
Yeah, like the end of like I think it's like Empire Strikes or whatever. Whenever the Empire falls in Star Wars, and like it's all the fireworks going off, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, and the whole world's gonna be lit.
What a great day. How have you been? Sorry I've been absent. I took a little break. I went on vacation and now I'm back.
No, I'm so happy you got a break. I'm jealous.
It wasn't like fully a vacation. It was like I went down to my dad's, but like he lives in this really cute little town in South Alabama, and like I just love going down there. It's so much fun.
Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I haven't been on vacation and well, the twins are 11, so probably 12 years. Maybe 11 years.
You need to send them to their big brother, big sister's house, and you need to take a little break. Maybe that's what we can crowdsource for your 1 year and get that done for you.
and take a little vacay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be lovely.
Also, Tony, I also live in Alabama.
I live in Florida. That's an everyday vacation for us.
See, I'm not a big fan of sand, so whenever I go to Florida, it's always just like, oh, how can I make sure that I never have to touch sand?
Oh, see, I've been a lifelong beach bum. Um, I love the beach. I just can't handle the heat anymore. I don't know if it's just because as I've gotten older, I can't handle. I can't handle the heat. Just sitting. I mean, I could sit out on the beach. I could sit on the beach all day long, sun up to sundown. I could be on the beach all day long, not blink an eye. I literally am out there for like the 20 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I can't fucking breathe. I'm like, it's just too hot. I don't know if it's just my age, it's caught up to me, but I can't just sit outside like I used to when I was younger. Plus, I'm sure it's hotter too because of climate change and stuff. It's hotter.
Yeah. Also, just humidity. It's just,
Oh, Florida's so humid. Yeah.
Like, okay, heat I can deal with, but it's heat with like a weighted blanket on top of you. It is so bad.
Yeah, we have wicked humidity. Don, thank you for the $2 Venmo prank. Florida turns blue. We have a good chance, guys. I'm telling you, we have a really good chance of these two seats flipping.
I mean, you really have not taken a single break in the almost year that you, and I mean, even before that, you were on Polly's every
day
for at least 2.5 hours. So you really have not had a break. And
Yeah.
you're also in other people's lives because you were modding for zoos. You were modding for, oh god, who else?
I used to be on Tees a lot, but I don't
Yeah.
go on his anymore. But I've modded for a lot of people. Modded for Mishi, Johnny. But I've been modding. I've been on here for years as a panelist. I just started doing my own, like hosting my own lives in May of last year. But no, I've only had 2 days off. One day when I was really sick, and one day to drive to evacuate to Georgia.
Crazy.
That's it. Otherwise, in May, but today's already April, so next month I have been doing this almost 365 days.
Your first time.
I know.
You just like talk the shit the entire time.
I ran from the hurricane. I sure did. When they said it was coming in as a Cat 5, I got me and my kids the fuck out of here. Now, I didn't hit it a 5, but when we left, it was still a 5. By the time we got there, got settled into our hotel, the next day it went down to a 4, then it went down to a 3. That's fine. But I was not staying for a 5. Not a chance. Mm-mm. I have a humongous, and I mean probably me and both kids, arm and like next to each other, all our arms around, could not put our arms around the base of this oak tree that's in my backyard that hangs over one whole half of my house. And I'm scared of that tree falling into my house because I've already survived that once in 99 when my older kids, Troy and Sabrina, were 3 and 5. Our neighbor's tree fell through our house, all the way through our house, the entire length of our house, through every single room in our house, and we all escaped without a single injury. We had to leave our house. They had to gut our house, rebuild it. It took 6 months. We lived in a fully furnished apartment because we had nothing. They wouldn't let us back in our house because everything was falling down. So we escaped with it, literally with the clothes on our back. I had a t-shirt and underwear on. My ex-husband only had shorts on. My daughter was the only one that had those little feet. And it was the first cold night of the year. It was right. It was the Sunday before Thanksgiving. She had those, the pajamas that have the little feet that zip all the way up. So she was the only one that was actually warm. And we were standing out in the front yard, and I'm standing out with just the t-shirt and underwear. And here comes the 11 o'clock news to interview me. So my neighbor ran into their house, grabbed me a pair of their sweatpants so I wouldn't be standing out there on TV that way. And they wouldn't let us run back into our house. I couldn't come in. We couldn't get our purse. We couldn't get our medications. We couldn't get anything, not even a toothbrush. So the American Red Cross came out, gave us a voucher to the 24-hour Walmart to go buy us shoes, toothbrushes, hairbrushes, a shirt for the next day, just clothes for all of us. And we couldn't come back to our house for 6 months. I've already been through that. That was extremely terrifying. And I have tree PTSD. I'm terrified of the tree falling through our house. It was one of the most terrifying things that happened. And the Orange County Fire and Rescue came out and said, we have no idea how you all made it out alive, but we're glad you are. But they said there's literally no explanation how we all survived.
See, I really thought that I was safe because, the way my house is there are no big trees around me. There's nothing that I have to worry about. But then the round of tornadoes that came through Alabama around the middle of March, I mean, it fucked my roof. I just met with the adjuster today to see exactly what can be done, but it fucked my roof. And I'm like, the tornado didn't even hit. It was 5 miles from my house, and I still got an insane amount of damage. I hate it.
Yeah, it was so funny because when we went to go look for apartment complexes, the insurance company told us, go find whatever complex you want to live in that has fully furnished apartments. That's kind of hard to find, just so you know. And this part in Central Florida, that's not something that's normal. So we found an apartment complex that had fully furnished places because we didn't have cups, dishes, forks, knives, spoons. We had nothing. Literally, when I tell you, when people say they escape with the clothes in their back and that's all they had, that was literally us. We had nothing. And so we found this apartment complex. So they were taking us on a tour. Here's the clubhouse. Here's the pool. They're like, and we had these luscious trees. I'm like, you can stop on the trees. That's not a selling point for me. Don't put me in the unit the furthest away from the trees.
Did you see in Alabama that yesterday they ruled? So there's it's called Yellowhammer Fund, and they help they give financial assistance to women that are going out of state for ABs, and the U.S. government or the Alabama state government tried arresting them and suing them and everything. And the judge came back saying that they legally cannot stop a U.S. citizen from going to another state to receive medical care. And because, Yellowhammer is not actively performing anything. They're just giving funds to women to help them get access to this. But the judge was like, no, that's illegal. Y'all can't, arrest them for doing that. So.
Good.
Yeah, good for Alabama.
Yay for Alabama finally, right?
Crazy. The fact that I had to go to because Alabama was one of the states that had passed those bounty hunter laws that if you left the state, then they could, and someone found out, they could have you arrested. So this is just going to strike further into that decision or that law. Hopefully, it'll go pretty far, and we'll see what we can overturn. Alabama's a shit show. See, I love Alabama. I love it. When I say that Alabama's a shit show, it's the select few people that are in power that are just fucking it for everyone because Alabama politics, it's guaranteed. If you are currently in politics in Alabama, it's because your family has been in politics in Alabama for generations. It is not a new man's game here. It is very much the same families over multiple generations.
Yep, that's true.
Crazy.
Are there any Trump supporters in here, or should we do a restart?
I think you should do a restart because, we already dropped down to 515 viewers now.
So I think they all left. once we were talking about like normal things. Yeah, I'll just do a quick restart and then I'll come right back. I've already gone to the bathroom. I've already done that, so I'm gonna just do a quick restart. I'll be right back.
Amazing. I'll be back in there. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Can somebody take the dog out? Oh my gosh. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Somebody had shut the door and my dog couldn't get out. Had to go open the door real quick. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming in, tapping, and getting those hearts flying. I really appreciate you. Let's get up on that For You page as fast as we can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you so much. Ouch. All right, everybody tap that screen. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to have a conversation with on April Fool's Day. Who better to talk about than our resident fool? Yes. Give it for Booker. Whoop, whoop. In an hour, he'll hit 24 hours. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. If you voted for Harris, just keep on making those hearts fly and getting us up on the For You page. And make sure you're following my 3.0 account that's in the bottom of the screen. This is my 2.0 account. I'm on a 24-hour timeout till tomorrow. This is my backup account, so make sure you're following my backup to my backup. Come on in. Welcome in. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request to join. My comment section is not moving. Can somebody comment something, anything? Just so I can see if it'll move or if I'm frozen. Okay, there we go. It's rolling. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's moving. Thank you. Awesome. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Thank you. I love you guys too. We are moving. Okay. We are moving. Everybody make sure you hit that little orange heart up there next to my name. It only costs you 1 coin, but it makes a difference in the algorithm and how we get paid out. So if you all could hit that little heart me, I'd really appreciate it. I don't have any insight into the Florida election. Let me put it on a local news channel. I had it on MSNBC because I was watching Cory Booker when they would, pop in to talk about him. But let me go to a local station and see if they have anything, with numbers coming in or anything. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to go ahead and hit that guest request button and come on up. We are going to have a conversation today. So if you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. Let me see if I see like a ticker or anything, going across the bottom of the screen that's going to give me any clue. I know the polls close at 7, and they did do early voting, so they may have some numbers. But if you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to go ahead and hit that guest request button. It doesn't look like we've hit the For You page yet, so if y'all could just keep on sending those hearts. I'm not sure why I'm not hitting the For You page. You're in line in Wisconsin. I hope you're voting for her. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request button and come on up. I haven't seen any Trump supporters in here yet, so it doesn't seem like I've hit the For You page. So just keep on. I was on your For You page? Okay, great. Yep, just all you can do, Kylie, is go in and put your vote in. That's all you can do. I know Elon's been pumping tons of money. They started pumping tons of money into Florida too once they realized we might actually take it. So if you voted for Donald Trump, please hit the guest request button. If you're wondering what this April Fool is, because I know the writing is small, but the Trump administration deported a legal immigrant who was here on protected status, and he was sent to El Salvador. And the Trump administration is now saying, oops, it was an administrative error. But he's no longer in United States custody. He's in the custody of El Salvador, and we can't bring him back. Like what? If that can happen to him, it can happen to anyone. So if one person doesn't have due process or their constitutional rights, none of us do. This should anger everyone, Republican or Democrat, but for some reason, Trump voters don't care. And that's what we're talking about. Of course they knew. Of course they knew. The only thing this administration is consistent about is lying. If they're talking, they're lying. Right. People's lives are not an administrative error. Exactly. This prison is known for human rights violations. They don't care. It's disgusting. But if you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. So come on up. Everybody else, like and share so that we can get some opposition here. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. No, they don't care about getting him back. No, they don't care because they're inhumane. This is a human rights violation, and they need to, Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, they all need to be taken to The Hague. I mean, don't forget Trump too, but you know. That'd be super wishful thinking. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come up. Because this is not an oopsie poopsie when it's someone's live. Oh yeah, Mike Johnson's big mad. That Paulina Luna, that wackadoodle from Florida, she left the Freedom Caucus yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw that. Because she had a bill that new mothers could vote by proxy. You know, they're all about family values and all this stuff. They put in this bill, and Mike Johnson wouldn't have a vote on it. He's like, no, we're not passing that. You have to be in person. And so she left the Freedom Caucus last night and got other Republicans and other Democrats to join her and make it so this bill would pass. And so Mike Johnson's mad, so he didn't bring it for a vote. Good for her. I mean, anyone that leaves the Freedom Caucus or leaves MAGA, I'm like, okay, even if it's for selfish reasons, but that's because most Trump supporters won't denounce MAGA until it personally affects them. Personally. And once it personally affects them, then they're going to do it. Yeah, they cancel the roads for the rest of the week. These people get paid $174,000 a year, and they don't do work for shit. I work harder than they do. You work harder than they do. If Caroline Levitt, the little thin-lipped little fake MAGA Christian, said something in a press conference like, oh, he was part of MS-13. They said he was part of TDA. Now they're saying because they fucked up They're like, and then JD Vance literally put on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Okay. She's beautiful. She's a fucking Stepford wife, piece of shit, low life, fucking liar. Um, BS Barbie. That's it. Yes, the BS Barbie. If her mouth is moving, she's lying. This whole administration, anything that comes out of their mouth, they're lying. Provable lies. She's like, yes. And JD Vance says he had some moving violations. Parking tickets. Parking tickets. You should not be sent to an El Salvadorian prison where they do human rights violations over parking tickets. I know they don't care. That's the problem. They're inhumane. That's the entire part. That's the whole part of MAGA that's so gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're supposed to be in the guest request box. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you should be making those hearts fly and sharing out the live. Trump supporters, you need to be in the box. I'm reserving it just for you for the next 20 minutes. So she was absolutely part of Project 2025. She's actually in the Heritage Foundation's training videos, training the people how to be part and run Project 2025. She's literally in their coaching videos. She's been groomed her whole life to this job. Yeah, Jem was here the other day. She didn't come up on the panel, but she was in the comment section the other day. She is married to the Project 2025 guy. He is also like 60 something years old. Like old enough to be her father. He groomed them young, just the way the church likes to do it. Groom them young. So they can't be free thinkers, subservient. Gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Yeah, Gilead. I'm jealous of what? Come up and talk to me, Lyndon. What am I jealous of, honey? Come on, Lyndon. I've invited you. You're muted in the chat. The only way you can talk to me is with your voice. Only Trump voters are allowed in the box, so you should not be in the comment section anyway. Hi, my name is Caroline Levitt. I'm here to tell you that Donald Trump is who I he doesn't do anything wrong. Yeah. He's really special. I can't even do it that long. It hurts my damn mouth. She probably is in love with Trump. She's probably like, maybe I could be the next Mrs. Trump once this. So gross. I got a 24-hour banana on my main account. So I'm on my backup for today. I'll be back tomorrow, but I can't go on until about 4:30 tomorrow on my main account. So I don't know if I'll just start later tomorrow. But this is my backup account. Make sure you're following my third backup account at the bottom of the screen. That's my backup to my backup. I can't say why I got a banana because it gives Trump supporters ideas. And Lord knows they don't need any. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. Trump 2024. That was the same that was on my main earlier, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, she was gross. You were dividing people rather than bringing people together. I'm not dividing anybody. Donald Trump did it all by himself. I'm not dividing anybody. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. You're supposed to be in the box talking to me. Hey, political mom. If you voted for Donald Trump, you need to be in the guest request box talking to me. The comment section is for Kamala supporters because they're not allowed in the box right now. So you need to be in the box talking to me because you'll be muted. I'm here to have conversations. That come up here and be like, there being a division in the country. Look, do you know who you voted for? The one who said Democrats are the enemy within? Who's dividing the country? It ain't me. It sure ain't me. Oh, the tolerant left. The tolerant left a long time ago. No, no, we are no longer tolerant of the intolerable. Andy, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
That's where you're wrong. You muted me, and I never even said I voted for Trump.
Did you vote for Trump?
No.
What did you say in the comments?
I said your live is dividing people rather than bringing people together.
No, it's not. Me calling out what the Trump administration is doing wrong by deporting a legal immigrant and then now saying they can't bring him back because he's in El Salvadorian custody and we can't bring him back to the United States?
Is to divide people.
No.
Instead of people bringing people together.
No, I'm not coming together with MAGA. I don't know. What are you missing?
So you're part of the problem too.
No. Who did you vote for?
I didn't vote for either of these people.
Yeah, and that's why you shouldn't become on a political live. He won because of you. He won because of you. No vote, no voice. Don't be lazy. Get off your ass and vote. They come up here and critique me. You're dividing the country. You're part of the problem. I'm not coming together with fascists. Would you have told the people of Germany to do that? You know what? Just come together. Just come together with the fascists. It's okay. Just come together. Just come together with the fascists. No. Absolutely not. Trump divided this country, not me. I'm just not going to kumbaya with fascists. As I said kumbaya by fascists, somebody says kumbaya, my lord. Yeah, you having a pipe dream if you think that I'm going to come along and be like, yes, let's kumbaya and hold hands. As you strip away people's rights and take away the rights of my friends, my LGBTQ friends, my transgender friends. Fuck you. Absolutely not. Oh my God, John Beer, if you ask me for a picture of my motherfucking tree, it's from 1999. I don't have a picture of the fucking tree. Oh my God, dude. Stop asking me to give you pictures of a tree that fell on my house fucking 20 years ago. 30 years. Oh my God. 25. I don't know. Too long. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to come up and have a chitty chat. If you are chirping in the comment section and you're a Trump voter, you're going to be muted because you're supposed to be up here talking to me. I'm looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. Let's go. I don't have a picture of my tree from 1999. God. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh my God. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. Gotta make it fun. Davey, how did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 67 years old in District of Columbia.
Okay. So what do you think about this debacle that the Trump administration admitted to last night? Or do you even know what the story is? They said it was administrative error, that they deported someone, not just deported someone like back home, but to El Salvador, to the El Salvadorian prison where supposedly all the gang members are. And they're now saying that they can't get him back because he's no longer under U.S. custody. He's under El Salvadorian custody. So that's, people's lives are not administrative errors.
Well, things happen, they admit it, and it'll be fixed.
They just said, we can't get him back. He's not under our custody any longer.
Well, his own government can help him.
Oh, you're just a sick fuck, aren't you? When since when? Do you know how they could have avoided an administrative error?
Well, why don't you run the government?
Davey, pay attention. He's not from El Salvador. That's not even the country of his origin. But can you tell me how an administrative error could have been avoided?
Okay, errors happen, miss. You never made a mistake.
Can you answer my question, please?
Did you ever make a mistake?
Can you answer my question, please?
Perfect.
Can you answer my question, please?
I don't know how it could have been avoided. I'm sure they're going to try to look into it so it doesn't happen again.
I can tell you it's really fucking easy. It's called due process. Had he went in front of a judge and the government showed their evidence that he was a gang member, and he could have said, "Oh no, I'm not. Here's my proof that I'm not." Had he had due process like they are afforded in this country, that never would have happened. He was a resident of Maryland.
So judges never make mistakes.
There was no judge.
But judges never make mistakes.
There was no judge.
But I'm saying there are often judges.
There was no judge.
All the time.
No. They're not going to accidentally, no. Judges are not going to accidentally deport somebody. No. He didn't get due process. That is a violation of the Constitution. Why are you guys okay with Donald Trump and his administration continually going against the Constitution, directly against the Constitution? If they don't have due process, that is kidnapping and disappearing people, like they did in 1930s Germany. You can unmute. This is precisely why we have due process. So these things don't happen to innocent people. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
That's in a criminal case, not in an immigration case.
They still get due process.
Okay, there was a mistake.
No, none of them got due process. None. How are they guilty if they never went before a court? How were they guilty? 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 If they never went before a court, he was legally here. Legally here. Legal. He was legal. Answer my question. Why are you okay with him violating the constitutional rights? Why?
It was a mistake. They admitted.
No. Fuck N.A. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to try really hard to be nice. Do you have a processing issue? I'm just asking.
I don't have any processing.
Okay, because what I'm saying is none of the people Zero of the people that were put on these planes, not just this gentleman, all of them, none of them had due process. None of them. Same as the Venezuelan soccer player that was a professional soccer player that the Maduro regime was going after him in Venezuela. He fled to the United States. He was a legal asylum seeker waiting for his court date on April 17. They picked him up and shipped him over to El Salvador too. The whole plane, all the planes, none of those people had due process. So this isn't just one person, it's all of them.
All right, and they made a mistake. Okay, so what's your point?
Jesus fucking Christ. You guys are the goddamn stupidest motherfuckers that have ever walked this planet. You are seriously some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. I'm gonna restart to do friendly time because I'm about to get shut down. I have a feeling. I'll be right back. Thank you guys for coming back. Sorry about that. I lost my cool and I said some stuff I had a feeling I was going to get shut down, so I started over real quick. But I'm using this background for friendly time. I'm so sick of the inhumanity of these people. It makes me just fucking sick to my stomach. It's so goddamn disgusting. They're like, oh well. Oops, they made a mistake. Just violating the Constitution. It's just a mistake. It's just a mistake. It's sick. They're sick. They're sick in the head. They're sick. Utterly sick. I haven't seen any updates come across the screen about the Florida updates. I have the TV on, so I'm looking to see if there's any clicker. Right. Oh, mistake. In a prison that he'll be in for the rest of his life. Yeah, that's not a mistake. I guess in order to be a Trump supporter, you have to be don't give a shit about humanity. In that case, they're just evil. No, there won't be any real updates till 7:00 because they don't close till 7. I think you have to be void of any humanity and be a sociopath in order to be a Trump supporter.
I just want to say I love you and you're the best Vader ever.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Did you want to say anything? Did you vote for Kamala, I'm assuming?
No, I just watch your lives. I just learn more every day.
Okay, well, awesome. I'm glad to. Thanks for coming up.
Much.
You're welcome. Thank you. W's. That was so sweet. I know it was. Sherry, hi. Did you vote for Trump or Harris?
I voted for Harris.
Yay.
Every day. I think you're amazing.
Oh,
you're very
thank you.
smart. And you've kept me so knowledgeable the entire time this election has gone on.
Oh, thank you.
And Harris was actually the first time I ever voted. So.
Hey.
But I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know all I've been hearing is he can't give no tax on tip, no tax on Social Security, and no tax on
overtime.
Mm-hmm. I was in a MAGA live the other day, and they said that, which you know how that can go, that he passed no tax on Social Security
Nope.
in the continuing resolution.
Nope. Not in there.
They said that it's for Social Security,
Nope.
not Social Security disability, and it's only for 1 year.
Nope. Not in there.
And that's what he plans on implementing with no tax on tip is coming and no tax on.
He can't. He can't because the debt.
is coming.
He can't because the debt ceiling's already been reached.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. It's not in there. I've read the whole continuing resolution.
And I searched everywhere for it today, and I couldn't find anything on it.
Nope, you won't. There isn't anything.
And the thing is when this
They're
lady
delusional.
came up and told it, all 8 people on the panel was like, yeah, you know, yep. I don't know what these Dems are talking about. It's in there. They pass it, and then the other 2 are coming. But like I said, I looked today and I couldn't find it. And I just was confused because she came up 10 toes down like she read it.
Oh, I know. They've come up and said that to me. They've come up and said to me, they're like, no, there's House bills for no tax on tips, no tax on blah blah blah. I'm like, I know, but they did those before the continuing resolution. They didn't make it into the continuing resolution, and because they've already hit the debt ceiling, they can't do any more. He can't do even one of them. There's not enough because he's already hit the debt ceiling in the first 2 months. There's nothing else they can do.
Right.
So they're just lying.
As usual.
Yep, they believe anything. Oh, let me show you this background too. This is perfect for what we're talking about right here. This is what we're up against. Hold on. Let me move my dude. Trump is lying to you. That's not what he says. That's what we're up against. Right there.
That last guy you just had on, oh my fucking God. I sit here and I can sit here and watch you for 3-4 hours and I'm okay. I mean, I get mad at these people and the anxiety picks up and I'm yelling at myself inside because I'm like, oh my God, these people are so fucking stupid. Or these people have no compassion or whatever. But if I go into a MAGA live, I can only go in there for a little while. Because I feel like I'm going to pull my fucking hair out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, these people are so fucking delusional.
Yep.
I can only go in for a little while and I can't take it anymore.
They're completely they are so delusional. And that's the word. And it sounds like we're being mean, and I'm not. They are truly,
many of them.
They truly believe this shit. Imagine.
There's so many of them. There's just so much misinformation out there. So much misinformation.
Try being married to one.
No. See, my husband is not into politics at all. It's frustrating because I want to talk to him. I talk to my 17-year-old daughter more about it than I do my husband because he has no clue what's going on. And then I start yelling at him. I'm like, don't you fucking understand what I'm saying? They're gonna take your Social Security away. He can't do that. I go, you want to make a bet? He's picking people off the street. No, he's not. They can't do that. I'm like, well, he's doing it.
He's doing it. I don't know what you're thinking, but he's doing it. I know.
I'll have TV on and I'll rewind it and say, watch this. I told him about the girl from Tufts. And I rewound it and watched him. I go, does it look like they identified themselves? I said, they got masks on. Why do they have masks on? I go, do you know how her heart must be beating out of her chest right now going, what the fuck is going on? I'm legal. You're telling them they're legal. They don't even want to hear it. They don't want to hear it.
Nope. That's how No, they don't want to hear it. My mom my mom and dad are like the same way. They're MAGA, but right. they it's like no matter what I tell them, they're like, no. Like, no. I'm like, no, it's like it's like real.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't be able to talk to them at all either. I would get too frustrated, and we wouldn't speak at all because I wouldn't see their views and they don't see my views. And has your mom ever seen your live?
No.
No?
They don't even know what my username is on TikTok. I won't tell them.
Do they go on TikTok?
No, she wouldn't know how to use TikTok. I have to go over there and help her send an email from her phone. So
You should go over there and put a Democratic Live on her phone for her one day and let her.
I send her stuff, and
what
she's like,
happens
"That's
or whatever.
fake." I've sent her stuff. This is okay because I am still married. I'm legally married to my husband. He's a MAGA Trumper. He's as delusional as everybody that comes up in this box.
Yeah.
For now.
He comes on TikTok and does TikToks?
No, he doesn't do TikToks. But
I thought you said when they come up in his box. I misunderstood.
No, I said he's just like them. Like he's just like the ones that come up in the box.
Yeah.
Just straight delusion. Utter delusion. And I avoid as much as possible. But like my parents, I don't talk politics with my parents at all. At all. I just told them if we're going to have any relationship going forward, we cannot talk about anything related because we won't be able to have a relationship if that's the case.
Right.
I can't.
And I'm just done with hearing that she wasn't qualified.
Yeah. It's only because they're misogynist or racist. If they say they say she's not qualified if they're misogynist or racist. Everyone else knows she was more qualified than any other candidate we've probably ever put forward.
And then what did she do as a vice president? You know what?
She cast the most time. She made the.
Not J.D. Vance. What does all these other vice presidents do? Nothing. You never hear a damn thing about the vice president.
But you know what she did do?
It's not to do with it. I know what she did. She did a hell of a lot.
She actually did more.
Vice president, I know.
Exactly. She presided over the most tie-breaking votes. She was instrumental. She was.
Don't forget, she slept her way to the top. Don't forget that. Even though all her positions had to be elected.
All of her positions were elected.
A lot of people.
Yeah, she would have. That would have been millions of constituents. So yeah, go Kamala.
Anything
so stupid
against her, it's disgusting.
That's the misogyny. They feel like women can't be rise to the top unless they've, and I'm like, well, if you want to put it that way, then you can still blame it on men for withholding promotions until they get sexual favors. That's what I always say. When I turn it around on men, I'm like, well, it's men's fault then if they withhold promotions until they get sexual favors. So it's still men. They don't like that very much.
And my only other thing was I can't comprehend how he got elected.
I don't either.
And I go on TikTok and I've seen his rallies over and over and over again of what he's gonna do, and he hasn't done a damn thing. Nothing. He didn't lower our prices. He didn't lower my energy. He didn't. My gas isn't lower.
Nothing he campaigned on.
My groceries are crazy. And everything he ran on, he's not doing, and they still stick up for him. It's disgusting.
I know. I find it reprehensible too. But Sherry Ann, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. Appreciate you so much. You're welcome. Mitra, can you do a quick announcement? I just have to run to the restroom again.
I can do that for you.
Thank you, love.
Hi, everybody. There's over 360 people in here. And Diava had to do a restart before we moved into friendly time. But while she's still here, make sure you're punching that screen. Do what you can do. I know we're moving up kind of slow. Let's try to get her up to 50K if possible. And please make sure that you are doing the shares. We're currently at 12. If we can get that up to 30 before she gets back, that would be excellent. Actually, let's make it 50 before she gets back. That means I know we can do that. Also, helping Diava with her Hermes daily, that helps. Her gifting goal, which is the coral wreath like normal. Making sure that you subscribe if you're interested. You can also help her by gifting herself or the panel with any other thing you would like I said. And then also, you can help her directly to her Cash App or her Venmo if you would like to help her out that way.
Thank you so much. I was starting to do the dance in my seat here.
Oh yeah. You're probably floating a little bit, weren't Yeah.
My eyeballs are starting to float even.
Right.
What did you want to come? You were waiting the cue to come up, so I don't want you just to think I brought you up here just to do that. But go ahead and say whatever you were going to say.
I did. I'm like, again, I requested up because I really wanted to come to a safe space to admit this. But I've been on TikTok since March of last year, and I've been fighting for the liberal side of things and Democrats. But I've been undercover. I'm a MAGA supporter.
No, you're not.
April Fool.
I'm like, oh hell no.
No, I would never. My God, no.
It probably didn't even taste good coming out your mouth, did it?
It hurt. So I hope you all enjoyed the joke because that one hurt me.
I was gonna say that had to personally hurt.
But no, I just wanted to come up and say hello, like always.
Of course, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for coming in clutch when I have to run to the restroom.
You know what? I do what I can. I try to be here as often as possible, but I just wanted to come up and play a little joke on you. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That was fun. That's my first April Fool's joke today because I figured April Fool's is just canceled from now on going forward because nothing can be more of a joke than this administration.
right, exactly.
Nothing could be worse.
I'm so sorry. No, I would never. I'm not that person. I've been bleeding blue my whole life.
Oh yeah.
So,
Like undercover MAGA. No, you're not.
God, no.
Like,
I couldn't even dare. I have a brain, guys.
right? I was gonna say you have a soul too.
Right, exactly.
Like I have a soul.
So, you guys have a wonderful
You too, honey. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Anybody can come up. Trump supporters can come up. Harris supporters can come up today, right now, for the next hour. Anybody can come up. So if there's any Trump supporters in here that want to come up, you may come up as well. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rolling with whoever's in the guest request box. If you don't like it, then request up. I mean, that's all there is to that. Have I seen 0 day? No. I have not. ATL fan 2022. You're not connecting, but if you want to re-request, you can. I'm going to go ahead and move on. There's a bunch of people waiting, but it's a short series. I did watch Adolescence, though, on how all these young men are being basically red-pilled incels. That was heartbreaking, but so good to watch. I think I'm going to make my my 11-year-old son watch it because he games all the time. He's a gamer because he has autism, and so like his hyper focus is autism. I mean, is gaming. So I'm afraid that the influence that I know that is on social media, especially with boys and these gaming and Discord rooms and stuff like that, I want to just make sure that he sees it and doesn't fall prey to that. Hi, Nelson. How are you?
Good afternoon, Diava. How are you?
Hello, Lovey.
I just dropped in to say I just let you know I was here.
Thank you.
And I was listening. I can't get over that last guy that kept saying the government made a mistake sending them over. The mistake was they didn't get due process. The mistake was
exactly.
Their mistake was they got two there that don't belong there. They can't even get back.
Right. He's like, oh, well, they made a mistake. Have you never made a mistake? I'm like, these are people's lives.
What's wrong with this picture?
I'm like, that's what I'm like, they missed the, I don't, I guess what's the confounding thing to me, and I think the reason why Donald Trump has successfully dehumanized immigrants is because people can look the other way and be like, oh, well, Days, thank you for subscribing.
You know one thing?
Just like they did in 1930s Germany. If you dehumanize them and cause all the problems in this country are because of immigrants. If you just constantly dehumanize them, when they start to do atrocious things to them, people think they deserve it. They don't care.
The thing about that is when they watch it happen to somebody else, stick around because you're next.
Exactly. They think they're immune.
No, they're not.
No. But I am letting Trump supporters and Harris supporters up. So no matter who you voted for, you can request.
All right, Diava.
Thanks, Nelson. Thank you for being here as always, love.
Okay, now.
All right, bye. I care more for immigrants than you do your fellow Americans. That's not true, but I would say I would keep all of the immigrants if they could deport MAGA. All of them. Give them their own little white paradise, little utopia where they could just run around with their pew-pews and be white. That's fine. Rock Goddess, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Diava?
I'm good. You voted for Harris, right?
Of course.
Of course.
I have more than one brain cell. Are you kidding me?
Right? And they even touch, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to say what the last guy said. I was listening to that guy, Davey, and I wanted to jump through the phone. What a sociopath. They're sociopaths.
Yep, that's what I said yesterday. I said there's no other explanation because these people do not care about immigrants. They don't care about them as human beings. And I said the only thing is that they have to be sociopaths.
Absolutely.
Because how can you see what's happening and not care?
I was floored, but then again, I'm not because that's who they are.
I know.
It's just heartbreaking to me. It is freaking heartbreaking to me when I listen to that story. This poor guy, he may never get out. He may never get out.
I know. They said, well, he's not in United States custody anymore, so we can't bring him back.
But aren't they paying them?
Yes, and I think I think that's the only thing the judge can do because they're paying $25,000 per month per inmate.
Yeah.
So all of you people worried that immigrants are taking federal dollars in food stamps and Medicare and Medicaid and all that, which they don't get, you're okay with us using our federal dollars to house them for $25,000 a month in El Salvador. Make that make sense.
All right, Diava, I just wanted to say that because it just horrifies me that
Me too.
there's poor people that are innocent, and that guy just didn't give a shit.
No.
It's like almost like they're not human beings to them. Oh God.
And I think that's the only thing that the judge can do. Maybe the judge can say, you need to bring him back because we're going to stop making that payment for him.
Yeah.
The judge needs to be like, you need to send that man back because we're not sending you another penny to keep him in your prison.
There you go, Diava.
So
listen, I love you. I absolutely adore you.
Thank you.
I love your energy.
Thank you.
And you and Gemma Bajul and Val. Oh my God, I just adore all of you.
Thank you.
Keep doing it, man. I just love you. Have a good night.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I love you back. You as well. Thank you. I know that more than one man needs back, but that's the one they've at least admitted to. RG Fritz, why don't you just come up here instead of talking constantly in the chat? Just request up and ask your questions. Erica, hi. Who did you vote for?
Oh, I did not vote for Trump.
Okay, good. I mean, oops.
So this is my first time coming up here. I've been listening to you daily.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did subscribe as well.
Thank you.
But there's like a few frustrations that I have with some of the people that do call in. One, I can't seem to understand why so many young people specifically men, and I say young, I'm 53.
I'll be 53 next month, so I feel you.
Okay. So I can't understand or wrap my head around how disrespectful this younger generation is. And I have a 24-year-old, did graduate from college, political policy degree. Not as into the politics as I would have liked, but he still enjoys them. If he ever disrespected someone, the way that some of these people disrespect you, I would be mortified.
I agree.
I don't know where it comes from. And keep in mind, I'm a product of two hippies. Recently lost my mother in January. I mean, they marched on the Capitol in 1976 during the bicentennial against big business. So my family is like blue all the way.
Nice. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's been difficult. So listening to you every day and your amazing callers and your amazing panel is wonderful. The only thing that is so sad is listening to these young kids just be so disrespectful and not understand the world around them.
Yep.
And not care.
I agree. It truly upsets me. Like yesterday, I was this close to tears yesterday. Like I can't wrap my mind around the inhumanity. And that is such a hard thing for me.
I know, but I get tired of saying, and maybe some of the listeners.
And to hear how callous, I think it's the way they say it too. They're just like, so what? Like, I don't care. Send them back. Who cares? Like, just not even like, man, that really sucks. I mean, if they just came up and were truthful, like, dude, I voted for Trump, but this is kind of fucked up. I don't really think he'd be doing that. I think they're even lying to themselves. Like, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. No, that's not happening. Well, what did he do? Did he have a driver's license? I'm like, what?
Right. And that's what gets me the most. And I remember even when the whole Roe versus Wade thing was going on, and my son, him and his girlfriend are like, Mom, you don't have to be, so upset about it. Like, you don't understand that your children and your grandchildren. He's like, yeah, you're right. This is kind of messed up. That they're taking these rights away from women. And, like, to get him to understand that is not too challenging. But then when I hear other people who are this age throughout the United States,
yep,
be respectful and not understand, not even want to listen to the struggles, not want to listen to what people fought for. Thankfully, my son, always loved listening to my mom's stories about protesting and
right,
fighting for civil rights and just being a better person than the average Joe. But to hear some of these people talk, I just wonder where the disconnect happened between the generations that we have people who think and act this way. And I don't know how you put up with it. Your patience is commendable.
See, I feel like I have no patience. I feel like they probably think I lose my shit every day, but
no, I think that you.
I try so hard. I try to have patience, but when you're an empath, you feel, and I have ADHD, which we have a very strong. A lot of neurodivergent people have a very strong sense of justice and equality and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of built in us, right. And so it physically hurts.
Yeah, it does physically hurt.
And I know that sounds weird to people that don't understand that.
Right.
But it physically hurts. I mean, it feels like the crushing. I think that the Joe Rogan and the Andrew Tates and the biggest. Shut up. My dog wants his cheese tax. I'm eating string cheese and he wants a bite.
I don't blame him.
That's what I call the cheese tax. Well, actually, starting tomorrow, it's called a tariff, so I'm gonna have to give you the whole damn thing tomorrow.
Jeez. Yeah, I just don't understand that. I just find it super, super sad that the young gentlemen of the world, our future leaders, are just so incredibly out of touch.
There is a lot of Gen Z that are very good Democrats too. I think we just happen to get the most red-pilled ones on here.
Yes.
Because I do know a lot of Gen Z that are not like that.
I hope that there's many out there, and I hope that they continue to try and unite and speak up and stand for, justice for everyone, because they are the future leaders. And, sometimes to listen to some of them on your live is just, ugh.
Oh, Killa K. Good point. Because the future is women. We don't need the men to be the future leaders of this country. We need the women.
That's true. And as a single mom, I
raised my son to know that women can be strong, we can be powerful, we can run things, right?
Mhm.
And so it kind of just brings up my final point too. When I listen to some of the callers talk about the vaccine industry, I work in the vaccine industry. I'm the director of manufacturing for the flu vaccine, and I'm appalled at the lack of information and the lack of knowledge that people have, and continuing to spread misinformation when all they have to do is reach out and talk to someone who works in the industry and someone who understands the manufacturing of a flu virus. So
they just don't care. They don't care.
Nope, because they think they know more.
You try to provide them. You try to provide them evidence or something. Like I've done it. You've seen me do it on here if you watch me all the time.
Yep.
I bring up evidence and they're like, "No." I'm like, "I just fucking showed you. Like, I don't know what you want me to do." They're like, "No."
Just talk to the people who know, or the people who can provide the facts and the information. Like I'm not going to change the oil in my car, but I'm going to go to somebody and who's going to be able to do it and explain to me what they're doing.
Exactly.
If you don't know anything about vaccines, don't spread misinformation, because all it does is hurt people and harm them.
We saw that.
It insults our entire industry as well. So, but I just wanted to come up, say hello.
I did have to tell you. I just had to tell you one thing really quick. My brother is like ultra MAGA. Like my mom and dad are MAGA. They're all MAGA. But my brother is a special kind of like Q down the rabbit hole, believes every conspiracy theory. I'm talking just bad. When C-19 was out, he got C-19. His O2 stats dropped. He ended up in the hospital. He was 1 percentage point, I think at 86% oxygen, they put you on a vent. I think the threshold's 86, if I'm not mistaken. And his was like at 87. And they had regular oxygen on him. And he had to be in the hospital for days and days and days and days. Like he was so incredibly sick. The day he got out of the hospital, he sent me a direct message on Facebook with an article on how C-19 was a hoax.
Wow. That's absolutely devastating and insulting. I'm sorry that,
he just was in the hospital.
Yeah. I don't even know.
It was close to being vented. And he's like, and then he said, I was like, this guy, he's gone. He's one of these ones that I'm just like, oh, they're gone. There's nothing, no amount of reality, no amount of anything when they're that gone.
No, there's really not. And unfortunately, one of the contributing factors to my mother's death was the C-19. She had gone to Oklahoma. We live in Pennsylvania, but she had gone to Oklahoma to visit my brother. And when she was driving back, she calls me up. She's like, I'm vaccinated. She has all the vaccines, her boosters, everything. And she's like, and these goddamn, Republicans. She's like, I bet they're all sick and they all have C-19. Sure shit, my mother was in the hospital 10 days later with C-19, pneumonia, respiratory failure, and passed away within 4 days of being in the hospital. It was horrible. It was horrible. I knew she wanted to go see my brother. Trust me, we did not want her to go. But that's a whole different issue. But ultimately, she was in an area that she did not want to be, in a red state. And that's what happened. So it can kill people, honestly. And I wish more people would understand that and just how devastating it continues to be for families. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you.
I'm so sorry for your loss. And that's why to this very day, Erica, and people look at me like I have horns growing out of my head, but I live in fucking Florida. And same kind of thing as like Oklahoma. None of these bitches are vaccinated or vaxxed, and they don't give a shit. So they don't do any precautions. You see people coughing and hacking in the stores and shit. No. I still mask indoors to this day. 5 years later, when I go into the grocery store or something like that, I put a mask on because I'm immune compromised, and I know that these people are doing nothing.
They're not.
Nothing.
They don't care.
No.
That's the true sad part of it is that they just don't.
And they're sociopaths.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I can only hope that we continue to fight for change and continue to fight for what's right. Please know that you have a ton of people that are right there in the corner with you.
Thank you.
We may not be able to fight the same fight the way that you do and how you manage it, but we do believe in you.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We'll continue to listen. So
Thank you so
I'm gonna
much.
drop you on down.
Of course. Jethro in the comments said, can I put a mask on now? I mean, if you want me to. I don't know why you guys get so butthurt when people want to protect themselves. I have virtually no immune system in Florida, where we have measles, monkeypox, C19. I don't know. You name it, we got it here, okay? Yeah, exactly, Dr. Keisha. And they're the first ones waiting at the hospital, wanting help at the hospital. Exactly. Why do you care if I wear a mask? It doesn't affect you one iota. Not a single iota does it hurt anybody, or does it hurt anybody? I only dine at outdoor restaurants, or I only dine at restaurants that have outdoor seating so I can enjoy myself. Because restaurants are always full of people, and I'm not going to sit there barefaced with a bunch of people breathing, spreading germs. So I sit outside. No problem. Every time we go out to eat for a birthday dinner, anything like that, everybody, like my kids, and we all pick restaurants with outdoor seating. For the past 5 years straight, my brother-in-law, and my niece and my nephew, every single birthday dinner they have booked has been indoors with no outdoor seating. So for 5 years in a row, I have not gone to their birthday dinners. And they're in this last week, my mom's like, I really hope you come. I'm like, if they really wanted me to come, they would pick a venue that had outdoor seating. They know why I don't go, but they insist every year for 5 years straight now to not have their birthday dinners at a restaurant I feel comfortable going to. So they obviously don't want me there. CBS, did you vote for Trump or Harris?
I voted for Trump.
Okay. Okay. I'm shocked. Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
New York City and 29.
Okay. What did you want to add?
That right now, all Republicans, all MAGA,
Yes.
need to have more kids so that we keep winning more and more elections going forward. Because y'all are the party of smorgasbord. We are the party of keeping our kids and raising them right.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's all right. We're going to outnumber y'all in a couple of years with all the smorgasbord.
Well, you at least win the trophy of the day.
It's okay.
For the-
my wife has 6 kids.
for the
29. Still have some more. We're good.
Good for you. I have 4, so I'm good.
All right, well, then you're not one of the smorgasbords.
Not everybody is. Just so you know, Democrats aren't like pro-abortion, okay? Like literally no one that I know is pro-abortion. What we are is pro-choice, to let women make decisions for themselves. That's all we are. No one's pro-abortion. No one. Nobody likes that. We're not like, yes, go get one today. It's just your choice for your life. Your choice for your life. That's all we believe in, is pro-choice. You and your doctor get to choose what's right for you. Not the government, not anybody else. And no one is pro-abortion. No one.
I mean, I've seen different on media and all that stuff.
I don't care what you see. I don't care what you see. I'm telling you.
It's okay. Not every single one of y'all is, but there are some out there.
Tell me one. Tell me one that is pro-abortion. Like everybody needs to go out and have one. Who has done that?
I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about people.
Tell me about somebody on the left that you heard it from.
Multiple people have stated that.
Tell me one. Tell me one. Tell me one. But okay, again, that's not pro-abortion. What they're saying all the way up till 9 months is because it's no one's fucking business what anyone does. Period. Okay, but that's because it doesn't happen, boo. A 9th month abortion is called a delivery. You just deliver. No physician on this planet is going to unalive a perfectly healthy infant. If there's a complication in the 9th month, then they would just deliver it. It doesn't happen. It's not a thing. That's why people say all the way to 9 months, because after 7 months, the fetus can live outside the body. So no one is doing abortions after like the 6th or 7th month unless there's a catastrophic reason. Nobody carries a baby that long. They probably already had a baby shower. They probably already painted their nursery. No one goes in the 7th, 8th, and 9th month and voluntarily just says, I don't want this anymore. No physician would do it. It's not ethical, and they wouldn't do it. And there's no doctors that do that. So your argument is ridiculous. It doesn't happen. Which is why people that are pro-choice say all the way through 9 months, because they don't want there to be a limit on women's choices. Because if your fetus unalives inside you, you should be allowed to have it taken out, right? I mean, if it's not, it's already gone. It's already up back with Jesus, if that's what you believe. Okay, that baby's already gone. But you can't have it taken out. Why? Because some government, some white dude over, that doesn't know how a woman's body works, can tell you can't have it taken out of your body. That's why they say leave it up to women and their doctors. We're only pro-choice. No one is pro-abortion. And late-term abortions do not happen. It is not a problem that occurs in this country. It is not a problem that needed to be fixed.
As a Mormon, I believe that every single life matters as soon as...
Yeah, but that's not even what God says. If you looked at your Bible, that's not what God says. God says at first breath, not at conception.
It's at conception, but okay.
It's not at conception. That's not what the Bible says.
I'm not gonna...
The Bible says at first breath. So if you want to argue with God, that's between you and God then.
I'm not arguing with a Gentile. That's fine.
A Gentile. God, you're so full of yourself. You're in a cult. So unfortunately, you're going to do cult behavior, and MAGA's a cult too. So that's probably why you feel home there.
Oh, definitely not part of the MAGA cult, because I disagree with Trump on many items.
Well, no. But Mormons, it's a religious cult.
Okay, well, I'm just making it clear that I'm definitely not in the MAGA cult.
If you voted for Donald Trump, then yes, you are. After his criminality, after January 6th, after being a convicted felon, after being found liable for sexually abusing somebody, if you still fucking voted for Trump, you are absolutely a MAGA, 100%.
The only thing that Trump has done wrong is his treatment towards Ukraine. That's it. Other than that, he's right on absolutely everything. I love what he's doing in Israel.
Oh, you love what he's doing with deporting people that were not gang members and were actually citizens of Maryland. Who were here legally, and now says, oops, it was an administrative error, and we sent them to El Salvador, and oops, they're not in U.S. custody anymore, so oops, we can't bring them back. Oh, the humanity.
Okay, well, accidents happen. Don't come here.
That's not an accident, and he wasn't legal. He was legal. You know what? Hell is waiting for you. And God would hate you because you're a disgusting, filthy, inhumane person. Get off my live. All these people who think God's oh, please. You don't know God. You don't know God. You're a Christian in name only. You're a Sino. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck all the way off. I bet he's got a good, nice little subservient wife. Honey, your dinner's is on the table. Are you ready to eat after your long, hard day at work? The children are all dressed and bathed and in their Sunday best to greet their daddy, so we can all have a nice meal together because I slaved all day for my husband. Yeah, this is so cute. Disgusting. Hi, Zahir. Sorry.
Hi, Diava.
Hey, honey. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Oh, and also, April Fool's and Happy Autism Acceptance Month.
Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah,
My son is also autistic, as I hear, so.
oh yeah. Okay, before I get to my jokes,
I just got
I
it.
sent you.
I just got another violation warning. I have to start over.
Oh God.
God damn it. Y'all, I'll be right back.
Fuck you, Magus.
Right?
For those who
Oh my God. Hi, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. We are just now going back live on YouTube, on TikTok, since I got a violation again. They're just going around. They just go around just reporting people. I don't think they even know. They don't even listen to your content. They just go and report people. Sick. I'm actually quite sick of TikTok, to be honest with you. They just constantly keep getting shut down all the time. It's just annoying. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Exactly, Starlight Ember. Justice for Diava. Justice for Diava. All right, let me bring up my backup, and then I'll bring Zahir back up. I think he's back in the queue here. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys are all liking the YouTube video. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're doing the required stuff on Twitch. I need to look that up, what you can do with Twitch. If it's like a like or how you do it. All right. We back, baby. Let me bring up my backup. Then we'll get rolling. Right, like if you don't like my content, scroll on. Reporting people is so beta. All right, everybody, if you'll keep hitting those likes while I bring up the next guest, just keep us going if you wouldn't mind.
Hello again.
Hello.
Man, as soon as I was about to tell my jokes, these Magus like,
oh, we can't take any jokes. They're so clever. We're gonna record this.
It's so petty.
Yep, very petty. Oh.
And they call us snowflakes. Psha.
Oh, you know what?
Yes, Cory Booker's still going strong. He's past the hour mark because he took it at 6:30 last night, so he's on 24 hours. I think he's got to make it till 7 o'clock to beat the record. Do I ever read your messages on TikTok? I try to. On my main account, I have over 40,000. I have almost 40,000 followers. I get so many messages. I try to, but I'll look for yours if you sent me one. I try to, but I need to hire a secretary. I have so many followers, which I'm not complaining. I really do try. I do try. Okay, go ahead, Zahir. Sorry.
Okay. So before I tell my joke, I sent you a video of this little cartoon. It was Chicken Nugget, and he was getting fed like these little string cheese, just like your dog. And I just wanted to send that because it reminds me of you.
You're so funny.
And even when MAGA's trying to ruin the world, stuff like Chicken Nugget always gets me in that good mood.
Of course. Do you like Dino Nuggies?
Oh no, it's this TikTok cartoon of this little dog named Chicken Nugget and his friends.
Ah.
Okay, so about these stupid MAGAs, they're just pretty much like defected robots. They're just
that lack any humanity. Yeah.
Yeah, we try to tell them. Try to tell them perfect. You are perfect. Thank you.
Oh my God, I love you.
That was Sam the Robot from Sesame Street. Try to Google
That's
that.
funny.
Oh, wait a minute. Make that
Google it. Just Google it. Just Google it. Just don't forget to Google it.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking of these stupid maggots, remember when Peanut the squirrel passed away?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the people who owned him, they were like, oh hold up, they're trying to take one big bird. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
they
that
are.
On Sesame Street. Ugh, makes me sick. Oh, anyway, the people who owned Peanut the squirrel, they said it's not a political thing. They're not taking sides, and yet MAGAs went ahead and made it political anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that cartoon trope where a character knows what they're doing is wrong, they know it's wrong, and yet they did it anyway.
Of course.
Yep, and just Peanut the squirrel is just up there like, I did not want to be a part of this. You knew it was wrong, and yet you did it anyway. So fuck you, stupid maggots, and you, Trump, Elon, and all you stupid maggots can suck on my flaming hot American nut.
Oh my God, Zahir, I love you. You always make us laugh. Some days more than others, we need it really bad, but it never fails to be funny.
Yep.
Well, thank you for your humor as always, my friend.
No problem.
Thanks for coming up. I'll see you tomorrow. He's so funny. I love him. Just D, how are you?
I am great. How are you, Diava?
Good. Did you vote today?
Absolutely. I pre-voted. I
Good.
voted last week.
All right.
You know, it's District 1. I'm optimistic. That's all I'm going to say.
That's what I said earlier. I told everybody I'm optimistic at Florida. I mean, Florida is definitely can flip. I'm obviously not getting anyone's hopes up. I mean, like anything can happen. I mean, this is Matt Gaetz' district. This is a very ruby red area, but I think they fucked up. I think they have fucked up enough, and a lot of people don't like this. All this overstepping the Constitution. If you're a real conservative, you're not liking what's happening.
Yeah, well, in the circle that I run with, we just do not like Matt Gaetz. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Obviously, right?
But I will be happy, or I will be content with, the margin becoming a little bit less Republican. That's, to me, that's still a win, even though if it's
I agree.
Way, which it probably should. But one thing I do want to say, I have a cousin who works for the CDC, and she probably has a good 20 years in, and she just early retired. Because guess what? Her whole entire division and the division around her, like this whole, it's probably going to be in the news, but they just got let go. Ghost. Yeah. So it's really hitting home. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Well, the more people who lose their jobs, the more people are going to turn on him because they're Trump voters too.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
I mean, obviously she's CDC, so she lives in Atlanta, but it's absolutely terrible. And it's not for a good reason. Like what she does.
Right.
I don't know her title directly, but it's an important job. CDC. I mean, she's been there over 20 years. So.
Wow. Well, I'm glad she retired when she did then.
Yeah, she's her and her husband are, they're good. That's what I'll say it like that. They're good, educated people. She's not quite old enough to retire, but she could. She's probably in a financial situation where she can retire. But, she's very smart. She's a very smart woman. So I'm pretty sure she's going to still be out doing something. But it's just the fact that, why does it have to be? I don't, for the life of me, understand. understand it.
I don't either.
I mean, it's just disgusting, but I keep wanting to get pinched because this is like the longest nightmare
of ever. I said, this has been the longest 2 months of my whole fucking life.
Yeah, it's just been terrible, but I'm encouraged though. I mean, Cory Booker doing his thing, so hey.
I stand with Cory Booker. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say. I always enjoy. You get me through a lot of times, Diablo.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes. So you have a good day.
You too. Thank you. And for those, I saw it in the comment section earlier. Someone says, is he protesting or filibustering? A little of both. What he's doing is he's standing up for the American people like we've been asking somebody to do. And what he's doing is he is filibustering because there can be nothing done on the Senate floor until they stop. So they have halted any progress, any bills getting put through, anything. While this filibuster is going on, no work can be done. I think that Chuck Schumer needs to be replaced by Cory Booker. And he's stepping up and doing as we asked. Every single Democrat that can have the stamina should all take turns one by one and do a 24-hour marathon and stop any progress for 50 of them for 50 days. Nothing can get through. Merlin, hi, how are you?
Hi, Diava. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I just wanted to come up. I had learned earlier today that thanks to the Department of Education having its cuts, the department had to reach out to 24 different counties in the state of Michigan today to let them know that they were cutting C-19 era programs or grants that were being funded to different schools in the state.
Mm-hmm.
That they were supposed to help with different air quality systems and different health systems in these schools to help prevent outbreaks in these schools that we had seen during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And I had seen that the superintendent for one of the schools, which is one of the schools that I had graduated from, actually had said that, one, it's not right for them to do that. It was already allocated funds, so they're closed. And two, they're going to try and look at different avenues to try and fund that so that they can still continue to do what they were going to do. And that'll probably include possibly raising property taxes in these areas. And honestly, I love that for them. That district is a very red area anyway, and I couldn't be happier for them if that's what happens.
I mean, a lot of the they're taking down a lot of this. Dr. Keisha, I brought you up specifically because I didn't want to misstate anything. Aren't they ending a lot of C-19 and grants and programs that have been helping people with long C-19 and
the long COVID department was shut down, which has to do with chronic disease, which is what they want to deal with. A lot of the funding with the research and testing that does not just help C-19, which is crazy. But we can preparedness for other outbreaks. But in the schools, it's crazy, right? Because with the air quality and things we could do to minimize it, if there is an outbreak, we know measles is the most contagious illness.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to tell you already, I'm going to be proactive with my daughter. If I feel the school's not doing what it needs to, she will not be there.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier that I actually homeschool my kids for different reasons, but I couldn't be happier now.
I don't understand. I know, obviously MAGA's big thing is America first, but if we're not putting the health and safety and education of our children first, what are we actually doing?
We're not doing.
I just don't understand. At this point, it's billionaires first.
Yep, that's right. Yep, I agree. This is not America first. He's talking about freaking taking Greenland, Canada, Gaza, Panama Canal. We don't have money for Medicaid and for this research stuff, but we have to go buy or use our military to go over and take these countries. Like, what the fuck is happening? None of the things that he's doing is America first. He's putting Americans out of work. He's taking health and education away from kids. Like, he's not doing anything America first. Nothing.
I felt like America first in this administration is like the Great Lie 2.0. Like,
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
and then when you ask them, you know, like if you ask them, like, what has he done that's America first? Or like, get rid of all the immigrants. All it is about hating immigrants. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just demonizing them for everything and hating them. And they're like, they think that's going to make all their problems disappear. Is if we just get rid of immigrants. And that's just so dumb.
It is. It very much so is.
It makes no sense.
It's isolationism is what we're heading towards, and there's history to show how bad that is.
Yes, that last time we did mass deportation and blanket tariffs in other countries, we sunk deeper into the Great Depression. I mean,
and the markets show, you know, the stock markets show that we're heading exactly in that direction. But you know, the odds of us getting in a recession are getting greater and greater every day.
Oh, let me show you what came out today. My background here real quick. GDP, projected GDP. It was projected to be negative 2.8. Now they're saying it's going to be negative 3.7. It's a contraction. We're going to negative 3.8 GDP.
Yeah, it makes me worried. I work in healthcare. I used to work on a med-surg ICU floor. I've seen a lot of people struggle even to afford those bills. And if we end up heading into a recession, especially with the cuts that he wants to make to the healthcare system in general, the hospital in my area I know will close. I live in a rural area, very red, small hospital. The people in my area, financially and medically, are really going to suffer. There's a lot of poor people here.
And they probably voted for him.
Well, they most certainly did, yes. Most certainly did.
That's what we've been telling them. Like, you voted against your own best interest. And they're like, no. But until it hits them, and like I said, until it hits them personally, they will not see it. Until it affects them personally. And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, this was supposed to happen to other people. They're not going to suddenly find empathy. They're not going to suddenly find caring in their hearts. It's only because it's going to affect them directly. Yeah. And they're inherently selfish, and they only care if it bothers them.
100%. My brother voted for this administration, and he recently came out to me and was finally talking about the tariffs, even though I was trying to like scream it to him that it was going to raise our prices. And yeah, he just finally started to realize that he was wrong and I was right. And it's kind of bittersweet, right? You're glad that they're coming to light, but you're angry that it took this long.
I know, like, where have you been? Oh, my brother's too far deep. There's no way on God's green earth that he would ever. Like, literally, it cost him his job. It cost him his house, and it cost him his car. He probably still wouldn't denounce Trump. That's literally how deep my brother is. It's sad. But thank you for coming up, Merlin. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I watch you every day.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Like, he's like deep in the sauce. I mean, deep in the sauce. I mean, deep. Erica, thank you for the $25 Venmo. Thanks for the chat. My parents would have loved you. Oh, thank you, Erica. Appreciate that. Thank you. That was so kind. I appreciate you guys' support. It means everything to me. Thank you. Piano guy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, so I am 50. I'm in Connecticut. I did vote for Harris, but I just had a quick comment because I'm sure you wanted to talk to opposition. Probably.
No, actually, this is my time. Between 6 and 7 Eastern, I bring up friendlies.
Okay. Well, you know,
or anybody. I bring anybody up, but yeah.
Well, I agree with, of course, I really do agree. I mean, we're all, everybody's watching what's happening. I think deep down, there have to be a lot of Trump voters who, and I'm not saying MAGA, I'm saying Trump voters
Mhm.
who are questioning their vote because there were a lot of people who voted for Obama that voted for Trump. There were a lot of people that voted for Biden the first time they voted for Trump. We know that, right? But I take umbrage with the characterization of Trump voters or MAGA even as selfish, these things. And here's why. I really do believe that fear really can overwhelm the senses, and fear really is such a powerful motivator for all kinds of things. For selfishness, fear can bring out selfishness. Fear can bring out really bad kind of behavior. And I really do believe that, because I travel, I'm a musician, I travel all over the country. And I was just in Kentucky. I had the warmest, most, wonderful, I always have the most wonderful experiences, especially in red states. And they're often the warmest audiences. They're the warmest people. But when you mess with their sense of security, in terms of the lies that you tell them, the fear mongering. I mean, we saw it. I have a lot of German friends, and I have no doubt that 100 years ago, those people might have very well, as a Jewish person, been trying to put me somewhere not good. So I really do believe that it's important to try to see Trump voters and MAGA even, as human people who have been brainwashed by diabolical billionaires, which is what they are. You have Rupert Murdoch, who controls a huge amount of media they ingest. Now you have Elon Musk, who controls a huge amount. You have Trump as their kind of, spokesperson, idiotic spokesperson. It is a very concerted effort over years and decades to brainwash these people, very much like Goebbels did in Germany, and that's what we're seeing. So my hope is that these people get hit hard. I'm a pretty well off guy in Connecticut. I mean, I'm sure it's just not going to hurt me the same way,
I don't have any sympathy for Trump supporters. I'm sorry.
You don't have that sympathy. You don't have that sympathy, but I think it's important to not characterize them as lacking empathy, because these are.
They do lack empathy. I talk to them every single day, 7 days a week. They don't give a fuck. When I talk to them about them deporting the immigrants wrongfully and sending them to El Salvador, they're like, oh, well,
Yeah,
I guess they made a mistake.
It's very easy to do that when you dehumanize groups, and that's what Fox and Rupert, Elon, and the whole ecosystem that's built around that has done, which is, it has, calling them illegals is a very good way of robbing someone of their humanity, right? It's you're characterizing them as something.
Well, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I understand. I understand how this is just like 1930s Germany. I understand the fascist playbook. I understand that they have fear and they've been brainwashed and all of those things. But even with the brainwash, even when they're presented with like, here's what's happening to human beings, they don't care. So they have to lack empathy. I don't think.
They're not looking at those people as human beings.
Then they have no empathy. Then that's my whole point, is that they don't have empathy.
Empathy is a very interesting thing, right?
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm just trying to say.
I'm not. I mean, your point's made, but I'm not. I don't see that way at all.
I get it. You're at wit's end, and a lot of us are, and especially because so many innocent people are being hurt. I mean, I'm just thinking right now of this man that was sent away from his family, a 5-year-old child, and is sitting in that awful El Salvador illegal prison, who did nothing wrong and was here illegally. And the government is refusing to try to even bring him back. I mean, that is just unfreaking believable. It really is.
Right, and I talked to people today, and they're like, "Oh well," like they don't care.
It's very upsetting. It's awful.
Hold on, let Dr. Keisha say something real quick, please. She tried to say something, but yeah.
Because what you just said is you showed empathy when you talked about it. I was in the audience and I listened to 3 people respond to her as, oh, well, thoughts and prayers.
Like, they don't care.
They don't care. And
I mean, those people get hit hard. It's, listen, I'm in 16 years in recovery from addiction, and the only way out is through the bottom. And these people need to get hit hard.
I think, and Piano Guy, I think the way that you were saying it though makes it seem almost like MAGA are victims. Like they've been brainwashed and.
They are absolutely victims.
Nope.
Yes, absolutely. When you are preyed upon by a media ecosystem that is designed to brainwash you with misinformation, lies, and hate, you are a victim. It is no different than being in an abusive relationship when you don't call a woman who abuses a child because their husband, has brainwashed them too. You don't consider them. They are victims. These people are victims.
Yeah, guy, you said you travel and everyone's just lovely and treats me well. You know that many people don't get that same treatment that you're just talking about when they travel.
I know.
If that's the case. If
as a white man, I get it.
Then are the people that treated my ancestors, are they victims too? Why did they treat them the way? Why was there racism then? Because remember,
I agree, and that's why I hope they get hit as hard as possible, so that they learn some humility and they have a real come to Jesus moment in their lives. That's what I really pray. But anyway, it is so upsetting. It's devastating for the people that are the innocent people, the children. I mean, think about the children of these people who are, just like the children of people of Gaza, and innocent people around the world that are the unwitting victims of terrible decisions. But ultimately, the only way America can get through this is by being ravaged by the mistakes of this administration. And my hope is it's deep, hard, and it creates an enormous amount of suffering. It's the only way through for these people. And even then, a lot of them won't even admit it, but I think deep down they'll know what the reality is.
I think they already know, personally. Thank you for coming up, Piano Guy. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not in that headspace. I'm not gonna. I understand what he's saying, because I do feel like my parents are brainwashed, and my dad. It started with Rush Limbaugh, but I think they choose to stay in that. And even when you present them with stuff, I can't feel sympathy for them. I don't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I can't call them victims. I'm sorry. I can't. I see his point, but I can't see them as victims.
And I cannot equate it to what he said, a relationship that is not healthy.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, it just feels different than that. Oh, I got a subscriber up here. Hold on. Hey, Isaiah Mike. Good. Oh, we can barely hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now?
MAGAs are the most humble and honorable patriots. Oh my God. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. Oh, it's Country United. Whatever. Get out of here. That's the dumbest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. 24 hours and 4 minutes. He's got 14 minutes to break the record.
Woohoo! Go Corey.
You guys want me to stay till he breaks the... I can't do a watch party because I can't flip my camera around for you guys to see it, because then I'll get shut down for copyright infringement. I've tried to show things before too, but... And Andrew Wheel is ahead of Randy Fine in District 6.
Nice.
I got some numbers. 53.3 to 45.7.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Go Josh. Go Josh. Go Josh. Go Josh.
That's awesome, Dita. That's really good.
23% in reporting so far.
Oh. Almost.
Well, it hasn't shown the other district yet. Hold on, guys. Oh, this is a very red area. We're talking like between like Daytona Beach and Jacksonville.
Wow.
Not as ruby red as the Panhandle, but it's very red.
Pretty impressive, though. I mean, that's a good showing. Hopefully it keeps up the same momentum, right?
They haven't showed District 1 yet. As soon as they show District 1 on the bottom, I will tell you. But right now, they're just showing District 6. But Josh Wheel is ahead.
Yay!
Randy Fine is, oh my God. Randy Fine is, he is so loathsome. They literally have him on tape in the Florida Senate with absent members. When they called for a roll call, he walked by all the empty desks and voted for them.
Wow.
He's a crooked motherfucker. He's right. He belongs perfectly with MAGA. Like he's bad. He's so bad. He's such a bad candidate. There's a lot of Republicans that don't even like him either. So I'm hoping that works on our side.
Yeah.
But right now he's got to buy him about by 4,000 votes. There's 27% in, and Josh is still ahead.
Yay. That's a good thing. So hopefully it keeps up that momentum. You can win it. Because we need it.
Yeah, I also, for the those that are in here, I don't share Hawk's view either about this being like performative by Cory Booker. We asked somebody in the Democrat Party to stand up. We asked somebody to speak for the people. And he's stopping anything from being done in the Senate. So he is filibustering.
And he's standing up for our rights.
And he's speaking for the people.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
We need more. Definitely.
Gen X, how are you, hon? Gen X leftist? Oh. Go ahead. Randy Fine is the gentleman, the MAGA guy that's running in Florida District 6. 30% reporting in for Florida, and Josh Wheel is still winning. Not normal for Ruby Red, Florida. These two districts are red.
That's a good sign.
That is phenomenal.
We're 30% in, and Josh is still leading. Now the Panhandle's an hour behind. That's probably why we don't have numbers for the Panhandle, because they're in Central Time Zone. So their polls are open till 8 Eastern. So they're still voting in the Panhandle.
Nice.
So
excellent.
Yeah, we're at 24 hours and 8 minutes on Cory Booker. He's got 11 minutes to break the record.
He's gonna do it, right? Yay.
Oh yeah, unless he passes out or something. Yeah, he's only got 10 minutes left. He hasn't gone to the bathroom.
I wonder how he does that.
They said I was reading on I believe Blue Sky. They said he had like 2 cups of water.
Oh wow!
And spreading it out so that he doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Wow! So he has to stay up there.
He can't leave the floor.
Wow.
Okay, we're almost at
insanity.
We're almost at 42% in, and Josh is still winning.
That is great news. Oh my gosh.
That makes me so happy.
Josh is still winning.
Yay.
Hey, where did we land on that last guy that was talking about he was a musician?
Yes.
And where did we land on him? Because I missed the end of that conversation.
He said that Trump supporters, like MAGA people, are brainwashed by right-wing media, and they're basically victims as well.
I can see that.
I said I can see it too, but I don't have any sympathy for them. I don't see them as victims at all, because they're willing participants.
Yeah, I've got zero sympathy. And I want you, and when this live is over, I want you guys to go look at Rolo, who has been in a MAGA live. He's in a MAGA live right now. He's been in there for a while. And being an immigration attorney, they are still coming at him, spewing their misinformation and disinformation, and they're not getting taken down for it. I want you all to realize that. They say all bullshit talking points, everything that Trump tells them, everything that the fucking right-wing media tells them, and their life isn't getting taken down. And Rolo is debunking every single thing that they are saying.
And then they're telling him he's lying. He's lying because
yes, they are.
He's lying, but he's an attorney who does this every fucking day. But they're the keyboard warriors. They know the law better.
But they're keeping him up there, and some of them are attorney.
Did you get a call?
No, not at all. I'm pretty much done. But I know that some of those people have been on your live, and I'm pretty sure you've got them blocked too.
You know that last one, that piano guy. He got me so mad because I'm with you, Diva. I was like, I have no sympathy for them. That's of their own doing. I mean, they want to follow MAGA. That's them. That's on them. I don't have sympathy for that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Especially those people that voted against my rights and all of our rights, and I can't have sympathy for people who did that to me. So.
Yeah, I agree. Cory Booker looks like he's found a new breath, man. He's got his hands in his pockets. He was like leaning on the podium earlier. He probably's got his second breath because he knows he's about to. 43% in, and Josh Wheel is still winning.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't have any sympathy for the people that voted for Trump. I can maybe find it in my heart to forgive them after everything settles down and I see what kind of work they do. This hurts so many people. It hurts myself. It hurts women. It hurts the BIPOC community. It hurts LGBTQ communities. I can maybe find it in my heart to forgive, but only once I see that they've been doing the work and they understand that this is not what our country should have been about. I'm sorry, but if they screwed up because they didn't do the research, they didn't do their homework, that's on them, and I'm sorry, don't feel bad for you.
Oh, Randy Fine just took the lead. Fuck. We're at 49.5% in, and he just took the lead, but only 2,000, a little less than 2,000 votes, so hopefully. Fuck.
Not over till it's over.
Yeah.
God, I hope he wins. That'd be so cool if he does.
All right, I will stay on 6 more minutes. I will stay on 6 more minutes until Cory Booker. Y'all want to listen in?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Hate each other. Don't let anybody pull you so low as to hate them. I said this about the presiding elder. Different parties, but he showed me an act of kindness during this speech. He and I talked about energy policy. He has amazing ideas. I want to partner with him. Don't hate anybody. To the folks in Birmingham, the Martin Luther King, Fred Shuttlesworth, Dorothea Cotton, James Bevel, did they bring bigger dogs and bigger fire hoses to match
Oh, he's losing his.
Connor, thank you. I've been standing here a long time. They didn't do that. They were creative artists of activism. They called to the conscience of a country. They challenged our moral imagination not to focus on hate, but focus on what is possible in America if we redeem the dream, if we dream America anew. That generation in their 20s and 30s, that's what they demanded. Martin Luther King didn't go to the March on Washington with a list of grievances against the racists in our country. He went there and called to the conscience of a country. He said he had a dream. That's what we need in our generation. Vision now. That's what we need in our generation. A vision to redeem the dream, to call our country together. Yes, there is a man in the White House who's the most powerful man in the land, and his partner is the richest man in the world. But as long as this is a democracy, that we can still protect the power of the people is greater than the people in power if they use their powers. A great African-American woman author once said the most common way people give up their power is not realizing they have it in the first place. I've been calling out names, folks, to tell them they have power. I read the stories of Deanna, of Wendy and Cassie, of Tanya, of Cameron, of Jean, of Susan, of Edna, of Randy, of Dylan, of Teresa, of Pamela, of Sally, of Mike, of Carol, of Rosemary, of Danielle, of Judith, of Elizabeth, of Sandra, Alicia, Maggie, Nibel, Laura, Michael, Robin, Mary, Allison, Ash, Roseanne, Carrie, Samantha P., Raphael, Will, Anthony, Sean, and so many more. As I read their stories here, because while we were elected, they are the power of our country.
Friends, if you are just joining us, we are watching Senator Cory Booker. He is on track in the next few minutes to have delivered the longest Senate speech in U.S. history. We're going to continue to watch him, stay with him for the next 4 minutes so that you can bear witness to history as he crosses over that threshold. Stay with us.
What will call us to rise is each other. We need each other. We need a greater love in this country. We need a greater fight in this country. We need a greater determination. We can't act as if this is normal times. These people's stories that I wrote were calling out for help. Senator, help me. Someone help me. I'm in danger of losing my health care. Someone help me. I'm a veteran. Look what happened to me. It's not fair. I fought for this country. Help me, help me. I'm worried about my Social Security. And the rural office I go to is being closed. Help. People calling out for help. And what Americans do when people are calling out for help? They built an infrastructure. The greatest project ever, called it the Underground Railroad, where Quakers, white folks, joined with black folks to shuttle people to freedom. What did they do when people were worried and fearful? They called people together from across their country. Let's have a conference. Let's go to Seneca Falls. What did they do when they faced violence? Well, look at the people at Stonewall who stood up, who pushed back, who organized, who won. What do they do when the dark dogs are unleashed on us, the fire hose are unleashed on us? Look at what they did in Selma. I'm getting close to a record, folks, but...
Oh, come on, dude, you got 1 minute. Don't you give up now.
There's a room here in the Senate named after Strom Thurmond.
Name it Cory Booker now, bitches.
To hate him is wrong. And maybe my ego got too caught up that if I stood here, maybe, just maybe I could break this record. As a man who tried to stop the rights upon which I stand.
Exactly.
I'm not here, though, because of his speech. I'm here despite his speech. I'm here because as powerful as he was, the people were more powerful. But I remind you, all those people who believe like me that we've got to redeem the dream, turn again to John Lewis, because you all know the story, my colleagues, of when the man that beat him savagely through blood, cracked bones, decades later, he was a congressman. That man brought his grandson with him to ask for forgiveness from John Lewis. I heard about this story when I was in the car in Georgia with him. What did you do, John? This man that so viciously beat you, wounded you, bruised you, battered you. What did you do when he came to ask you for forgiveness? What did you do?
Forgave him.
And a good Christian man of faith, simply said, every one of us needs mercy. Every one of us needs redemption. I forgave him. I hugged him. We wept. And I looked at the boy. This nation needs you too.
Somebody just handed him a paper.
John?
He did it. He did it.
The senator yields for a question.
Chuck Schumer, it's the only time in my life I can tell you no.
I just want to tell you a question. I know you have just broken the record. Do you know how proud this caucus is of you? Do you know how proud America is of you?
I'm not crying. You're crying. Probably because I'm watching him crying. So men cry, I'm toast.
We needed this so bad.
Yes.
It's felt so fucking hopeless. Cory Booker just, oh my God, he's going to sleep so well. And he deserves every hour of sleep he gets.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Order. The chair is The chair does not wish to take away from this moment, but I think the best way to honor this great accomplishment to our guests in the gallery, to make a rare exception and let you stand to show your appreciation, I will not constrain my fellow senators. Thank you. Chuck Schumer, I have yielded for a question, and you asked me, did I know? I know now. I want to not quite wrap this up yet. I want
24 more, somebody in the crowd just yelled.
My mom's senator, my mom's been watching. I know Catherine Cortez Masto has a podium in front of her. She can give me a rest. I'd like to go a little further if we can, just a little further. I love that, again, I know people are trying to train each other, and all of our media operations, they give the worst
Thank you, Don, for the dollar.
The party. But I want to tell you, one of the funny tweets my staff gave me is something Ted Cruz said. Is he's around 19-20 hours. He said, maybe I should pull a fire alarm. He's going to break my record. I'm going to pause in a moment if she has a question for me to Catherine Cortez Masto, because she's my mother. But I do want to just say again, 2 points to make if I can. One is how grateful I am to my staff. When we decided to do this many days ago,
He's wiping his nose. He was crying so hard.
Days ago, they were like, we have to do this. And we started preparing and working on this, and they did an extraordinary job. They were with me late nights, writing. I just feel guilty because they wrote about 10 books, and we didn't use all of them.
We didn't use all of them. Oh my God.
Stuff pulling from Republicans and Democrats in critique of this moment, pulling from Democrats and Republican governors that were saying, do not cut Medicaid. States that know, as my colleagues do, that have a trigger, that if the Medicaid funding goes below 90%, they stop the Medicaid expansion. My staff really worked hard to not make this just Democratic voices, to make it people in our country, the Republicans and Democrats. You heard mentioned in the speech the Cato Institute, the Manhattan Institute, all people who are honest arbiters and are saying that what Trump is doing is wrong, that a budget like this that blows massive holes in our deficit, it will be something our children are trying to pay for. What are they ultimately paying for that's caused this big deficit? It's trillions of dollars of tax cuts that people like Doge, multi-billionaire Musk will benefit from, but children won't. They did such a good job bringing together authorities on both sides of the aisle. I just want to thank them. I want to thank my cousin Pam and my family. Cousin Pam, like Chris Murphy, was here for the whole time. I want to thank Chris Murphy again. Who never stopped telling me we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, and said, I will stay with you. He's been with me on the floor. I hope you don't look as tired as I look, because you look beat, man. Do I look that bad? All right.
He looks great for being up 24 hours.
I want to go a little bit past this, and then I'm gonna deal with some of the biological urgencies I'm feeling.
Biological urgencies. They keep handing him papers. I'm not sure.
I have the floor. Somebody has to ask me, perhaps from my mom's state, the way that's supposed to work.
So will the good senator from New Jersey yield for a question?
My mom would be so upset with me, my Aunt Marilyn, my Uncle Butch, my Aunt Shirley, all the people that are your constituents, not mine. They would be upset with me if I didn't yield to you for a question while retaining the floor.
Well, first of all, Senator Booker, I have to say, we in Nevada are so proud of you. We are proud to be Nevada Strong. You are one of us. You are definitely New Jersey, Nevada Strong, and so proud of what you have accomplished so far, and willing to stay here as long as it takes to help you get your message across. And I think that's the important moment. We are all here right now. So I want to pose a question to you, actually a couple of questions, but I want to start off and set the stage here, because you have been here now for over 24 hours. You are missing some of the national news, things that are happening out there. But one of the things I want to point to that is happening that you may not be aware of, and you touched on it a little earlier today, is this notion that we have now a president who is actually focused on billionaires and tax cuts for billionaires at the expense of the American public. And one of the things we have watched him do is cut funding for medical research. Now, what you may not know is just today I found out that HHS laid off the entire healthy aging branch of the CDC just today. This office administers Alzheimer's disease programs.
Yes.
And it oversees the funding from the Bold Infrastructure for Alzheimer's Act, and it is a piece of legislation that I was so proud to partner with Susan Collins on. And she has fought for, and we have fought for funding for it to support caregivers and their families. And
Sick.
Friends, together we watched history. Senator Cory Booker delivering the longest speech in U.S. Senate history. Joining me now to discuss, Basil Smikle.
All right.
Do we think he's going to run?
I don't know, but I think he should replace Chuck Schumer
100%.
as majority leader.
I think that this was really phenomenal what he did. I need to say so much more, but I know you need to go. I have to go back to work. I just want to say, Dr. Keisha, AZ Mike, love seeing you guys. I love you. Diava, you guys have a great night.
You too, honey.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks for hanging with us.
Thank you, David.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dr. Keisha. You're welcome. That was fun to watch that together.
It was. Thank you. Listen, we can talk about the health stuff next time.
Yeah, because the cruelty is the point at this point. I mean, it always has been, but this is some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, how anybody can be on with this is beyond me. I can't put my mind around it.
This is beyond dangerous. When
Yes.
Dr. Peter Marks stepped down, I don't think people realize what that means. When someone of that expertise for that long, it's like, I can't deal with the lies anymore.
Yep. That's a problem. Randy Fine is the projected winner of Florida District 6, unfortunately. Fuck. Anyway, y'all have a great night. I love you. Thank you for all the taps. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the cash apps, the Venmos, the likes, the taps. Just thank you for being here. I can't do this every single day without you guys. I really, really appreciate you being here and doing this with me every single day. I can't get back on my my main account until 4:30 tomorrow, so I might just wait till 4:30 to go live instead of going live on this one for 30 minutes, then switching over. But we'll see how it goes. But I'll probably go on this one just because I don't like. I tell you guys are going to be here, so I should be here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Mwah. Have a good night. Bye. Bye. Oh, I forgot my YouTube. Sorry, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye. I know that was so emotional. I was crying myself.